Alright, good evening everyone. So, yeah, going back to more FGO because I really want to make some more headway with the FGO summer event actually. And also, like, partially because, what was it? I had my checkup at the doctor's earlier today. Also got a, what was it? Got a COVID vaccine shot, or booster shot. And I am really feeling the soreness right now. Thankfully, it's only the soreness, but for pretty much most of the afternoon, I was out cold. So, yeah, I mean, I'm still feeling well for the most part. It's just like the main symptom or side effect that I'm feeling at the moment is extreme, like, arm soreness. Like, I can really feel it just trying to lift my hands or my arms above my head. But aside from that, everything else is mostly fine. Like, I haven't really felt any like any like weird fevers or any of the usual side effects or whatever. But yeah. So I kind of opted to, like, on top of wanting to make more headway with FGO, it's, you know, kind of easier on myself to just, you know, play FGO instead of like having to kind of, well, focus a little more because I have to use the keyboard and mouse with Zenless and everything. So yeah, compared to just like pressing stuff on the phone screen, it's simpler to, or what was it? Oh god, maybe I'm still a little bit exhausted because of the little fatigue. But anyways, yeah, we're just gonna chill with FGO tonight. So, apologies in advance if, like, I might have any awkward pauses or whatever. Maybe that'll probably just be me trying to collect myself because of the booster shot that I had. But yeah, okay. Let's get to FGO. Oh yeah, I don't know if, I don't think, oh yeah, I think I did it off stream, yeah. Like, I was trying to spam single pull tickets for Barghest. It actually happened. I actually ended up getting NP3 Melusine. And I'm like, god fucking damn it. Like, look at that shit. Oh, I knew FGO rates were fucked up in a weird inverse way of like, oh, you want a 4-star? Too bad. Take these 5 stars. Oh my god. Oh, literally trolling me right now. But yeah. So sadly, no NP2 Barghest. And I don't have any more, well, I still have some pulls. I can technically single pull my way to another 10 pull, but I'm not gonna hold my breath if I'm gonna get yet another Melusine. And I'm like, man. Wait. Clingy dragon to be clingy? Yep. Also, you know what's kind of funny? I didn't notice this, but like, it obviously makes sense given Barghest's whole thing with being a firefighter and just dousing everything with water. Like, she also removes burn and spreading fire debuffs on enemies. Because like, spreading fire is like the burn amplifier. But yeah, because she douses enemies with like a whole bunch of water, technically, like she removes like all the burn debuffs, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I got trolled big time, so oh boy. But yeah, I think like probably when we get through some more sections, like I do have like, actually wait, I can convert some of my stuff right now. Actually, wait, we have exactly enough for a fresh temple. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll go one more time, and then we continue with the Earthman race in the story. So I swear to God, this gets me NP4 Melusine. I am... Oh my God, you can... Well, there's a 5-star CE. I'm just gonna skip the rest. Alright, so 4-star CE. So, will it fade out, or... Oh right, I cleared my cache because something went wrong when I booted up the game, so it's trying to load everything now. Oh, now I'm gonna get trolled. Oh, actually no, did my press even go through? That's weird. Yeah, no, just showing me all the other shit. Did I just pull Mel? I pulled NP3 Melusine when I wanted NP2 Barghest. Oh boy. Yep, that's exactly what I thought. I swear, FGO's like inverse luck really hits hard sometimes. Like, you really want that 4-star? No, fuck, you have a 5-star. I'm just like, wait, what? You got NP2 Barghest but no Mel? Yeah, I mean, like, gacha RNG do be like that. It's just, weirdly enough in my case, like, just too much of the case in FGO. Way too much.
たとえ作業中でもインフォメーションはちゃんとチェック。さーて、楽しいお仕事の時間よ。
Need the 5 stars here. Sorry to hear that, Blind Willie. Hopefully you have excuse me. Hopefully you have some more pulls left. Strangely all 4. I mean, hey, still summer servants. Man, we're really revisiting summer 2, huh? Master, Suzuka, Gawain, over here. All the other races are already gathering at the start point. Go on, don't worry. I'll take care of the registration stuff. NP3 Babanshi and NP2 Barghest, NP2 Chloe. Oh, nice. Man, seeing all these faces at a race take me back. Huh? What are you doing at the starting line, Kirby? Shouldn't you be in the gift box they'll be presenting to the winner? I can only think of one person who would say something so bizarre in such a demure way. Bunny Toria. Hey, where do you think you're going, Artoria? You're not done tuning up the chariot yet. If I'm going to lend you my chariot, I expect you to win. Got it? I took the roof off so you could stand out. Try to win over the crowd too. Imagine you're singing a song on stage or something. My chariot is the embodiment of my authority as queen, so the more people cheer for it. Okay, hold on. Excuse me. So the more people cheer for it, the stronger it gets. If you can draw enough attention and support, you should be able to go fast enough to make first place a real possibility. So let's go get that prize and leave Morgan's fancy favored racer in the dust. You can even take all the QP, and I'll just settle for the prize. Doesn't that sound fair to... Wait, what are you doing here? Did you come to cheer us on? I was just gonna say that to you. Indeed. I never thought I would see a girl who looks just like my king wear such a cute outfit. I'll remember this for the rest of my life. I may well flash back to it every time I wheel Galatine. Huh? Nobody said Gawain would be here too. I mean... This time it was all the normalization committee's idea. Well, really, it was more than Yarndu chose it for me before I even said yes. Oh, it's fine. You can just call me Nuknari if you want. Besides, I'm calling Artori instead of Manny. More importantly, I'm very glad to see you're all right, Kirby. We were all really worried after you disappeared from Waikiki, but then someone from the UDK came along and told us you'd be recuperating here for a while. But the next day we learned about this race and... yeah, as if Morgan running it wasn't a big enough deal, then we saw you listed as a victory prize. So we talked it over amongst ourselves and decided Nuknari and I would come take part in the race to try and rescue you. And now we found you out here. What have you been doing all this time? Playing at the beach. You better not have been getting all chummy with freaking Morgan. No. Quick change of topics. I see you and Yarndu have gotten pretty close. Oh yeah, we spent most of the last 4 days together. And after I grabbed her hand and basically saved her life when she got blown away in that storm. We've been singing songs together, going shopping together, and you know, this and that. Damn, girl! So you got yourself a bestie at your vacation spot? That's so sweet. I'm like happy for you. Well, now that we're all here, you don't have to run the race if you don't want. Huh, why wouldn't we? You're the prize, right? Yeah, of course I'm still going to compete. I mean, I'm sure Morgan's up to something. So as a fellow, you know, I can't just do nothing, right? The race will begin momentarily. All competitors, please make your way to the starting positions. Alright, we can talk more later. If we're gonna race, then we ought to, like, enjoy it as much as we can. Oh, but first... Race Queen outfit? Yeah! I'm giving the hot pink leopard bikini a break and switching to this dazzling Surefire Classic Resplendent. Surefire Classic Resplendent with Summer's Radiance. Now, this is what I call a red hot summer outfit. Suzuka goes in vacay, the ultimate heavenly maiden has arrived. So what do you think, Kirby? There's no possible way you and I are walking away with anything but first place now. Attention all racers, we will begin in 10, 9, 8. Oh, one last reminder, fighting between racers is permitted. A loss in battle would disqualify you from the race, so racers are encouraged not to hold back. I don't know, I'll sign up for a death race here. Alright, 2, 1, start. The Earthman race has officially begun. Oh damn, like we skipped like the little intro part and we go all the way to the mountain course. Alright, does this drop any event currency that I should be looking out for? 4 stacks of event food. Ooh, I'll take that, thank you very much. Man, I could actually uncap the Archetype Earth or Arcade Sea. God damn, so wait, what would this be? 4 crit stars, 10 buster effectiveness, and I assume 3 MP charge? Or maybe just... nah, or even then. Man, that's kinda... yeah, it's pretty meh. Actually, like, if I ever get uncapped, Test Cat C, what would this be? 10% Buster, 20% NP Strength, I would assume. I mean... although, I mean, actually that's kinda nice, like with the Ignore Defense and extra Buster and NP Strength. Although, kinda niche, in terms of like when to pull it out, but alright. Man! Okay, who am I leaving behind here? You know, Barghest still needs bond level, you need bond level. Okay, we'll have to put Yarandu in the back burner a little bit. We'll put Kotaro here. Or technically, if I really want to like squeeze out more bond for everyone, even though you probably wouldn't get that much from story stuff because it's kind of lower value, but whatever. God, my arm soreness, dude. But yeah, like originally, like, or just repeating what I said at the start, like, was supposed to do Zenless tonight, or at least like, or what was it? I think like at the end of last night, we decided on doing more FGO, but initially, at least like as far as the original plan was, like, okay, FGO into Zenless, and then thinking back, I'm like, okay, if I wanted to do Zenless, probably not the best time while the soreness is really kicking in more and more by the minute.
蒸気カタバルト良好。ブラストリフレクター展開完了。フルアーマー、よし発艦する。射程入った。オープンコンバット。しぶきを上げろ。フライトアレビオン。やばっ。
Sorry, just had to type something. Alright, we're gonna see the pink octopus. Oh, there it is! Pink octopus spotted.
気持ちよかった。南国の妖精も悪くないね。
Alright, is this gonna be more food? More food. It's so funny that like Melusine just like does a flyby. Ignore the Melusine that's currently summoned in the party right now.
見とれちゃった？スポーティーだったでしょ？
Alright, now for the coast. And with the coast... more event food. Got it. Also, wait, why is only Suzuka here? Is it... oh, okay, I was just getting RNG here. Okay. Of course, it's all the Artorias. Although, I will say, it is a little bit disappointing that we're supposed to be on the coastal part of the course, and yet we're at the beginning part of the track. Come on! Like, they could just put us out at empty sea and then just using magic or using whatever to float on the water surface. Come on! For shame! Like, I would imagine just like a very open, like, sea area wouldn't actually take too much to set up. Like, maybe like have like some, you know, course markers in the background as like a backdrop to show that, you know, we're trying to go along the course line. But aside from that, yeah, bro, like, why are we still here on like the actual roads? We're supposed to be on the coast.
蒸気カタバルト良好。ブラストディフレクター展開完了。フルアーマー、よし、発艦する。射程入った。オープンコンバット。しぶきを上げろ。ブライトアレビオン。開いた。貴様。ありがとうございます。皆さんのおかげです。
I mean, I guess. Oh, okay. I guess technically coastal implies like the very like part over here at the edge of the road connecting to the shoreline and stuff. But like, I mean, like, okay, I'll let that slide. Fine. So wait, who is soloing? Wait, solo quest? Huh. Your motorcycle handling's out of this world, Suzuka. Hell yeah, but I can't take all the credit. Your magic energy is why we're going so fast, Master. My summer nitro boost alone wouldn't last this long. Hey, watch it! Oh, oopsie. I was so infuriated by what I just heard that my hand keeps slipping onto my bombs away button. What was that face earlier? Running all alone with Master is bad enough, but now I hear you're getting magic energy from her too? No fair! Clingy ass dragon. Suzuka, does this bike have any higher gears? I hate to say it, but this is as fast as I can go. And it looks like Melusine still has speed to spare. Plus, since the last course is on open sea, there's no mountain or buildings to get in her way anymore. The only way we're gonna catch up to her is like if we get really lucky with a tailwind or something. Then we'll be fine. Bing bong bong bong. Attention everyone, we have a late announcement. There's been a change to the race's rules. Fucking mid-race? Who? Our final area was originally going to be an above-water course on the ocean. But since then, a certain expert has pointed out that it doesn't make sense to not have swimming in a triathlon. I mean, they got a point, but it's like, why wasn't this brought up earlier? Her Majesty High Queen Morgan has agreed, saying, quote, "How astute of my wife." As a result, the final course has been shifted from above water to under it. Please note that any attempts to fly over the course or drive atop the water surface will result in immediate disqualification. Huh? Underwater? As in swimming? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, this is supposed to be a triathlon, isn't it? Well, that's no problem for me. My bike's totally outfitted for like water resistance and oxygen provision. I mean, I gotta have that stuff if I'm going to hang out with Otohime in the Dragon Palace. Anyway, get ready to get wet, Master. Wait, hold up. I don't think this is gonna be enough for me to let me catch up though. I mean, she was like born from a lake, right? And didn't she spend all her stay at the hotel on the beach? So she's gotta be even faster in the water. Surely. Yeah. Huh? Melu? Melu? Huh. How come she's freezing up? Well, you see... Huh? You wanna go to the bay in a boat? You don't like that idea, Melusine? Not right now, no. It's number 6 on the list of things I want to do with you. Oh, I see. You just don't want me there with you when you go. Is that it? Melusine likes lakes, but I don't think she's a big fan of salt water. Oh. So that's why she spent all her beach time in a chair. She just like didn't want to go in the water. Well, in that case, I'm going full throttle. This race is as good as won. It's not like It's not like I can't swim. I just don't like the way seawater sticks to me, that's all. Maybe if I just use my max firepower to evaporate the seawater. No, I'd definitely get in trouble for that. Alright, I'm out of here. And now a message for Melusine from High Queen Morgan. Do not even think about forfeiting. Continue the race or I'll reveal your secret to the world. You are here on behalf of Fairy Britain. Failure is not an option. If you must drown, so be it. Oh, damn. Huh? Not even Aurora was that bad. Oh, sweet. The seabed's been worked on to make it easy to drive on. Man, I'm glad my bike's amphibious. Only 10 kilometers to go. What the fuck is a kilometer? Hang on tight, Master. Ah! She can't speak! I have no idea what you're saying, but I guess you mean business, huh? Fine. Let's do this whole final battle thing. Oh. Miko Bikini. Let's go. If you're a ways away, listen up. If you're close by, see for yourselves. All you sea gods focus up and make some noise. The wait for the rising and setting of the sun is finally over. This is me, my Summer Nirvana Sunbeam Garden. Get ready, everyone. Cause Suzuka Gozen's about to make off with every fox's with every fox's greatest prize. I not like use my own. Well, I mean, actually, I don't think I skilled up my Suzuka, so never mind then. Although, wait, what's her NP? Quick. Okay. I think in this case, let me switch to the Arctic Mystic Code. Man, I need to level this shit up. Hey Bryce, how you doing? My arms are sore as heck right now after going to the doctors for a checkup and booster shot. Oh god. Oh yeah, it was fine. It's like it's all just the usual. Is that powerful? Clean bill of health? Oh yeah. All fine. But yeah, I had like the little like double whammy of like getting a COVID booster shot on top of getting a blood test as well. So I'm just like, oh, I knocked out during the afternoon. Well, once like both of those pretty much like set in. Usual can always turn out unusual. Oh yeah. Hey, that's illegal. Oh, you think it has Invuln Pierce? Oh, I didn't read. I actually didn't read. Yeah, it's right there. Oh, she takes a selfie! Oh my god, she takes a selfie! FGO players. Wait, that selfie mode was actually pretty cool, how smooth that looked. I mean, technically I saw 30 FPS enabled because of my settings right now, but yeah. The most busy NP animation in the game? Oh yeah, for sure. What? Gurgle. Oh, cause she can't recite her NP like when she's underwater. I love the dumb little details. The reference to her or continuation from her Santa alt NP. Ah. So though her Santa alt had her take a selfie with her party and each character had their own pose. Oh, that's cool, what the heck? Imagine having Protea in your party. And I don't think she was actually, I don't think you can actually make like her playable in arcade, but Imagine like if Protea had her own pose, but then she tries to pose, but then she'd be too big for the actual selfie. So you just see like her foot or leg at best. Arcade was a waste of effort. Yeah, like there's like a big chunk of content from Arcade that we'll never ever see because, you know, it's stuck in Arcade. She would just pose with her head or something. This game made you broke on Ascension materials. You'll get it farmed out in no time. You gotta just chip away at it. FGO is not exactly the best for, you know, fast farming, but it's a long-term thing. And yeah, usually I'm too poor in QP to actually run out of Ascension materials. Because I run out of QP first before I even run out of mats. Oh yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And that's the finish line! All I see is water. We did it! Suzuka and Kirby have just crossed the finish line. You're still locked on materials being on Lost Belt 4. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of rough when you want to get upgrade mats for later stuff, but they're locked away like a couple Lost Belts ahead. Because yeah, it is quite the task to go through it if you like, let's say you get Kukulkan or something. You gotta go all the way to Lost Belt 7, like, oh god. All you're missing is just newer mats. Oh yeah. And there goes the checkered flag. It's official. The winners of the EARTHMAN Race Bristol Cup are Suzuka and Kirby. Hey Beakers. Marathon not a sprint is gachas in general unless you swipe a lot. All you need is Void Dust. Morgan needing Lost Belt 6 stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, well done, young ones. I don't consider this a Dark Horse victory at all. As I suspected, you're indeed the child of prophecy. You're the one who will save Hawatoria. Wait. You're the gal who will grant the wish of, Wangina, a great spirit who dwells in Australia. But this isn't the end of the race. A typhoon is heading this way, and it will lay waste to everything. Who is this guy? What is he talking about? Wangina, remember that name? Yeah, I know that, like, she's one of the upcoming servants eventually. Definitely not now, right? It has to be like some later event or update. Ain't no way. It would be on the test. That was a blast. Way to go, Suzuka. No way, Master. This was our victory, and we show the Dragon Girl what's what too. Now Wikiki's defo going back to no. Oh no, don't tell me. Morgan! Melusine, even if you were merely a corpse, I still expected better from Albion's left hand. Damn! How's the FGO life? Pretty comfy for the most part. Like, story's usually kind of usually interesting to go through. Progression's just been steady. Like, if there's one thing, funnily enough, despite like what people give FGO shit for in terms of like its gameplay systems or gacha rates, arguably or debatably, once you get the character, it is so fast to actually upgrade and max them out, at least to their, well, normal max. If you want to go to 120, level 120 or any of that shit, I'm not going to talk about that. But just to their default max level and max skills, it's just plug in and you're done. So many gachas, like, nowadays, make it so tedious and arduous and time consuming and, well, resource intensive to like even get close to maybe maxing a character, or you'd have to settle because it's not cost efficient enough unless you really, really like the character to then get to that point. I'm looking at you, Zenless Zone Zero. I still love every other aspect of that game to bits, but goddamn, does it feel like it take forever to actually not gear someone up, just raise their basic ass levels and skills, cause I'm still trying to level Miyabi. Like, goddamn. An entertaining slog, but a slog nonetheless. Morgan still being a menace from what I've heard. Oh yeah, definitely. You don't mess with Morgan. Like, Morgan always gets her way, unless it involves insects. But then everything within like I don't know, like 100-kilometer radius, will just get blasted a high hell if there's even a cockroach nearby or something. The first bit of cutscenes in this event were a bit of a slog. Oh yeah, I kind of like read the messages out of order, my bad. But yeah, for the day one stuff of Servant Fest, like, yeah, it was kind of a lot to get through, especially with my pacing. Can I imagine top 0.1% Hercules who could, solo challenge? Morgan hates insects. Oh yeah, it's a thing. Very well. You leave me no choice. I'm going to push the Ocean Nunos button. The Ocean Nunos button? What? Wait, hold up, Morgan. You can't do that. Just because the race didn't go how you wanted doesn't give you the right to ruin it. You do this and you can forget about your bridle gauge just getting emptied. You'll end up in deep negative numbers. Do not try to stop me, Totoro. I am a queen. I must avenge any humiliation I suffer with all haste. It would disgrace all of Fairy Britain if I were to let anyone but a fairy take first place. Morgan, I'm your friend and I can't let you commit a crime like this. I will stop you, even if I have to throw myself in your way. Having said all that, I do not wish to see my bridle gauge in the negative. Very well, just this once I'll defer to you and refrain from— Oh no. I'm trying. It's the big ocean-soaked floof. Ah, crap. We're gonna get caught in a whirlpool. The kind you definitely can't escape. How could this happen after we won and everything? Did Morgan do this? I wouldn't put it past her. She tries to resolve everything with force applied from a distance. True. This all seems way too familiar. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're giving up already. Is that really all this year's top rider's got to show for herself? Who is this? You beat a whole bunch of rivals to make it this far. Don't let a little storm stop you now. Huh? No way. You're... Who dis? No, wait, is Drake and, like, I'd assume Blackbeard and all the other pirates, like, just try to hold Ocean Nunos at bay? Honestly, I'm down for that. I'm not sure how successful they'll be, but I'm down for it. Congrats! Even from a distance, I could see that was some spectacular driving. Makes me want to try navigating the 7 seas on my own motorcycle. Just shows what you can do when you combine engineering with hopes and dreams. Captain Drake, were you off in the bay? Sure was. I wanted to compete in the race too, but my golden hind here wouldn't exactly be a good fit, would it? So I decided to just watch for the sea. Of course I wouldn't be here if I wasn't for that idiot Blackbeard. He asked me to keep an eye on things instead because he was busy with club stuff. I swear, if he had a feeling something bad was gonna happen at sea, he should have been here himself if you asked me. Still, it was also pretty obvious he was making an excuse to give me a turn, so I guess I'm not too upset. Anyway, ladies, I got you here like I promised. Now go kick this thing's ass. Thanks, Captain Drake. I knew we could count on the British Navy. While I won't say I'm embarrassed on my family's behalf, I will say I cannot let Lady Morgan get away with this. Rest assured that I can still fight perfectly well even at sea. If I must, I'll banish this entire typhoon with the sun's rays. I'll help too, of course. It's only fair that High Queen Morgan faces some consequences for this. Okay, let's do this. Right, this time, we're going to work, we're all going to work as one team. All together now. 3, 2, 1. Curse you, Morgan! Heck you, Morgan. Alright, so does this drop anything in particular? If I really cared about it, gold currency. So, sure. Okay, where is the Black Grail? And then let's go do. Actually, where's the Kiara CE? I really need to clean up my craft essence list here, but I'm lazy. There we go. The big fruit but blue. Wait, Stormlayer? When attack removes one... Wait. Gain resistance to all attacks with more storm layers. Oh. Does he have a floaty? Well... Not really, it's more like a floating ring of water. Unless, am I missing something? No, just little surging, waves under there. Water Cernanos and Fire Cernanos split up Vanilla Cernanos' mechanics. Oh yeah, wait, I left normal NP speed on. Oh yeah, wait, we have normal NP speed for Berserk Artoria. Master dot stacks, defensive stacks. Oh. Oh god, more storm layers. You hate Fire Cernanos, by the way. Understandable.
りを語りましょう。旅立ちの誓い、グゼの童話。幾度羽は汚れても冬の鳥は雨を越えて、その希望は消えはしない。ホープウィル・キャメロット。開いた。
This is a real fight. You have to cart him down since any NP will crash the game. Holy shit. Hopefully they hotfixed that during the sweet time I took to get to this point, because that seems like a really big issue to have. Oh, cutscene. Or cutscene NP. I always like it when they do shit like this. Oh, that's so cool. You did the fight yesterday? Oh, well, shit. And so with everyone's hearts united as one, High Queen Morgan's Ocean Nunnos was beaten black and blue. The race continued uninterrupted, and Lady Suzuka Gozen and Lady Kirby were officially declared the winners. In spite of all that had happened, the Earthman race concluded to resounding cheers, a wildly successful end to the race. Daikoku-ten, signing off. Thank you all for listening. Oh, it's Daikoku-ten as the PA system. They didn't fix that one raid during the Tunguska raid, so they clearly don't care. Yeah, during Tunguska and everything, it was really stupid that they didn't fix it or properly compensate. They only just gave us, like, some chump change of compensation. Or actually, no, did they even give compensation? Like, only just, like, the bare minimum, right? But yeah, it was, well, maybe not the bare minimum of one rider gem, but yeah. Oh boy. Man, I wish I had the Daikoku-ten. They're so cute. I like the big rat ears. I know what you wish to say. As the ruler of a nation, there is but one thing for me to do. I am somewhat sorry. I find I may slightly regret what I did. The half-assed. Oh my god. Morgan should just be a content creator with that kind of apology. She, like, it would be water under the bridge within the first, like, 10 seconds of the video. You feel bad for players who hard prep for the raid because they badly needed the materials? Yeah, because, you know, with the raid battles are a big thing and everything, so then to just basically not have it at all, and nowhere near compensation to the equivalent of, like, how much people even might have come close to farming it, really sucks. So yeah, like, and like, I'm not sure, like, didn't they say, like, if problems come up in NA, they had to run it by JP on how to, like, do the compensation, I believe it was. So then, like, we kind of just got ultra screwed over by how they were told to distribute the compensation, which is kind of like, come on, man, like, don't treat, like, the global players, like, or the NA players, like, second-class citizens here. It's like, it's so dumb. Like, that's still, like, probably not, like, not directed at the NA staff. Oh, yeah, like, just so we're all clear here, yeah, it's like, you know, if anything comes up in NA, it has to be run by JP about what's going on, and then they have to decide on, like, what they deem is a form of compensation. Good compensation, nuh-uh. But just a form, yeah. So it kind of sucks that, like, they're not given more free reign to, like, or like more freedom to, like, give more appropriate, like, compensation and stuff. Cause yeah, like, missing out on, like, a whole big ass raid and everything, right? That should easily be, like, I forget how much QP and other mats it would drop, but that'd be, like, you know, several dozens, if not, like, 100 something combined materials plus like maybe like 100 million QP, you know, bare minimum, even though 100 million QP is like probably nothing, it's at least like a significant amount equivalent to like however many runs people would have tried to seriously farm it or some shit. Some players plan years ahead for lotto and raid events. Yeah, I mean, that's with like clairvoyance and everything, but even still, yeah, like preparing for that long just to get screwed over. Cause like, you know, if they intend to keep the 2-year content gap and have not budged on it ever since launch, then they should, you know, expect like that players would be thinking 2 years ahead, and then if something goes wrong in the aforementioned events that people have been planning 2 years for, yeah, that kind of sucks, and it would be nice if they actually took that into consideration. But sadly, whoever on the JP side like makes these decisions on how compensation should be handed out, yeah, they're not that considerate. Not at all. The only time they bring down the hammer is when like people, well, I mean, okay, no, that was justified. But it's like when people would find like some kind of like infinite St. Quartz glitch or something and abuse the crap out of it and put people in St. Quartz debt. Okay, I mean, that one's still technically justified. But like, they are more proactive with doling out punishments than they are compensation when something goes wrong, which is kind of like, come on, like they could be a little more nicer like when stuff goes wrong. But I mean, like, as long as it doesn't reward the player, which means like, you know, it like indirectly or just straight directly less money for them if they had just more pool resources or materials so that they don't have to technically spend more stam to like farm, then it's kind of like money lost. I don't know, I'm just thinking like super skeptically, but that wasn't actually Morgan's fault. I'm the one who messed up. Now that Morgan is trying to cover for Habitrot because materials don't have any real monetary value though. Technically, if you really want to stretch it, if you think about the stamina needed to farm for materials, technically the time and stamina to like a quartz refill conversion would technically equate to some monetary value. So then giving people compensation in such a way means less money going into like FGO, because the more freebie shit they have, like not currency, but like QP materials, that's less like the crazy whales would have to like piss away in terms of quartz refreshing. So that means less money. Like, I hate thinking of the whole mindset of like time is money or time is like, I know that time is like a very important and valuable thing, but like an overemphasis of it is really off-putting, and it's like, yeah, even if you spent the max possible amount of banked AP, you could still fail to get the mat you're shooting for. I mean, we're going for, I mean, technically, statistically, that is possible, but realistically, like, not really. If you want mats to have an actual value, there needs to be a quest that will always drop at least one. I mean, I don't know, like, I'm no, like, statistician or whatever, but, like, you know, like, there is, again, some weird value that you could associate with, like, the stam, the time, and however you want to convert, like, rainbow apple consumption, because I assume one St. Quartz would just equal $1 fucking dollar. Or, well, no. A single pool would be like $1, right? So then that'd be like 33 cents per St. Quartz you refill with. So then, however you want to do the math and define the terms and variables, that's on you. Or that's on everyone else. But yeah, at least that's how I'm thinking pessimistically, how they think about why they're being super stingy about proper compensation when something as big as a whole raid boss disappearing. It's just so fucked that they don't even put up anything roughly near on par, like, to even like 5 runs worth or something, not even anywhere near that. you know, it's crazy. Otherwise, it's gambling, which is gamble rating, but another kind of gamble. Yeah, I mean, technically, like, I mean, at that point, like, any sort of chance, any sort of probability would just be interpreted as gambling, which would be a sort of kind of a broad overgeneralization. Like, you could just roll the dice with nothing on the line, and technically it's a 1 in 6 chance, assuming the dice is not loaded or whatever, and then just the act of rolling a dice would be considered gambling. It's like, because gambling, if you want to be like anal about the definition, has to involve putting, like, wagering something to then like place on a game a chance in a way, right? Or some sort of statistic. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah. Anyways, okay. Now that my plan has failed, I no longer have any reason to detain you further in Bristol, Kirby. Return to Waikiki if that is what you desire. We know they're trying to milk the game, keep it afloat until they can make FGO 2 or some other successor. Man, like, have we actually seen like any other gacha or live service game successfully make a sequel, like, without crashing and burning right from the start? I mean, I guess there's Helldivers 2, I guess, or when I mean, I guess you would consider it one, but then there's the whole Sony kerfuffle, but then I think they've smoothed it out by now. But man, that was a rough time for its, like, does Girl Frontline count? Yeah, it should count for Girls Frontline. Like, has Girls Frontline 2, like, is it still doing well or not so? Even for MMOs, it's hard? Oh yeah. Cause like, you have like all the, you know, the resources put into making the game and setting up the game, and then all the players put time into it, and all the investments and everything, and then having to start fresh with a new game that might not be as fleshed out, or that definitely won't be as fleshed out, because, you know, when you're starting, it's like a blank slate, in a way. Didn't Guild Wars 2 split their fan base? Yeah, but I hear, like, in recently, like, people are just vibing with Guild Wars 2. I haven't heard, like, there are still some instances of like drama in terms of like, from what I heard over the years with like monetization stuff, but as it stands now, as I've seen people go back to Guild Wars 2, like, they're just kind of chilling with like either some of the story parts of the expansions, or just kind of like just doing some laid back like dungeon farming or whatnot. I don't know about PvP. I don't fuck with MMO PvP at all, but I know there is still the split between Guild Wars 1 and 2 fans, I know that. But in terms of Guild Wars 2 itself, like, I think at this point, now that things have kind of settled down from like its initial release to how people, I think it was like a mixed reaction, right? During like the first expansion or two, or give or take, or however they did their living story updates or some shit. But now, I think they were just chill with it. I haven't heard anything about it, neither good nor bad. So I think people are just kind of going, like, kind of cruising along just fine. Cause like, I don't know, like when I watched a stream of Guild Wars 2 recently, it kind of brought back some like a bit of nostalgia, just kind of like running around and just doing some laid back questing in a way. Like, unless you really want to get into like high difficulty dungeon content, or whatever it may be, I don't know what it is, or like high-end PvP, like, yeah, you can just kind of explore, do whatever story is available, unless you really, really want to buy the expansions, and then just kind of do your own thing, I guess? I don't know. Hey Carbine, hello, welcome back with your internet. But yeah, like, what other live service game ended up, cause like, I know that like going from like Overwatch 1 to 2, that shit crashed and burned, even though there's still a lot of, okay, I wouldn't say crash and burn, there's still a fuck ton of people playing it. Because either people are you know, just too big a fan to put it down, like, they just don't care about all the drama and the unfulfilled promises and the lies and smoke and mirrors from fucking Blizzard, but it, you know, people just like it, they're just gonna brush aside any and all legitimate and also illegitimate criticisms and just go along with it. So there's still a crap ton of people playing Overwatch 2. But Destiny? I mean, like, it's kind of weird about Destiny, isn't it? Because, like, people bitch to no end, at least from what I've heard in discussions about Destiny. Yet, it still continued on for this long despite player complaints about, like, content being locked away if not removed, with however they handle expansion content, their raid content. And guess what? I think, wait, was it with Destiny? Like, I saw an article, I only saw the headline, so take that for what you will, on r/games. Like, apparently there's some new big top-level raid or some shit in Destiny 2, and apparently 70% of the people who cleared are cheaters. And apparently they had some really, like, dumb take where, oh, we don't provide Linux support because people cheat on Linux. And then fast forward to today, oh, new raid, 70% of, like, the early clears are all cheaters. Yep. Yeah, Linux bad, huh? Like, they're just trying to use, like, cheating as, like, a scapegoat as to why they're so lazy with trying to provide support on other platforms. Like, they could just say they don't want to, then sure, it sucks, but then to make up an excuse for, oh, cheaters, motherfucker, people cheat on any platform. It don't matter. But, like, if there's money in the market to make cheat tools, people will do it, sell it, and have it, like, you know, implemented and near undetectable unless people are really stupid about it, which most cheaters are, because if you're resorting to cheating, you're probably not of, like, average intellect anyway, if you're resorting to cheating in any kind of, like, online game for any terms of, like, illegitimate competitive edge. I want to be specific about that, because, like, it's one thing to cheat in, like, a random single player game just fucking around. But in any game where there's any remote competitiveness, like world first clears or whatever, then yeah. Maybe that was, like, actually evidence that most Linux players are cheating. Well, at that point is kind of moot, because people cheat on, like, Windows systems anyway, so it's just like, why single out the operating system? Like, you can't just, like, say, like, oh, we don't like Linux because there's so many cheaters. Then you might as well just ban every Windows user, because, like, there's tons more cheating on Windows by virtue of having more Windows players, and the fact that people have cheats anyway, regardless of the platform. So then you might as well just not put it on any platform. See the below comment? So wait, doesn't mean a lot of Windows are not cheating? Yeah, well, it's kind of like, I don't know. But even then, like skewing the perspective based on, like, the potential platform populations between, like, Linux and Windows, because obviously with Linux players there's going to be an extremely tiny subset of actual players. But, like, still though, like, just because, like, there are some people cheating, like, doesn't mean that they just, like, they could have just easily have said, like, we find it not feasible to support an operating system with only whatever percentage or statistical players that might be playing on Linux or some shit. I don't know how they'll find it if they don't officially support it, but it's just like, you know, like, they could easily just say, like, it's not feasible to spend our resources on it. That's it. Like, to make a random bullshit excuse of cheating, it's just like, bro, if you're gonna use cheating as an excuse, you might as well just not support Windows and go console only. But even then, console has a way to cheat still. But at that point, you might as well just not even make a game. Who knows if they have a legit point for those bullshit in the end, it's their fault if people are cheating. It's a live service devs thing to deal with cheaters. I mean, it's like a never-ending war with dealing with cheaters in live service games. Like, it's like a, I wouldn't say a fruitless endeavor, but it's a never-ending endeavor, you know? Because, like, people who use the cheat tools buy from the people who make the tools themselves, because there's a market for it, because people, for some reason, have either no lives and feel only validated that they have worth in their lives by cheating in some online game. But yeah, it means always have a job. I mean, like, you know, like, they could always, like, do, like, other roles potentially, but it's just like, you know, it's kind of like a role by necessity if you want to maintain any sort of, like, progressional competitive integrity in any of these kinds of online games, that, like, you need to actually have something in place, or at least, like, have some team set so that, you know, they could try to stamp down, but, you know, it's rough. Like the cheating market is huge. Job security? You think there's job security in the games industry? Like, every other article I see every other day is just massive layoffs from every other game studio, Microsoft, Activision, like Ubisoft, EA. Like, the only thing you hear good things about, like, employee-wise would just be Nintendo. And we only dislike Nintendo for their business practices. So, like, you know, like, at least from what we hear, Nintendo treats their employees well. But in terms of every other company, fuck no. It's like every other day, like when I just read the headlines on r/games or just whatever gaming news site, just layoffs everywhere. Like, the gaming industry is like pretty much at its worst, like, already in terms of job security. So then, like, a lot of games are just kind of like, you know, like, I can understand why a lot of games that come out potentially in either recent weeks, months, or even years that are just kind of because I'd probably just either, like, my mindset would probably be doing the bare minimum if I had to worry about an axe over my head, like a metaphorical axe over my head that once we put out a game is like, oh, you're laid off. It's like, but it's like, wait, this game got Game of the Year, layoff. Like, you know, like, who knows? Everyone takes it out, or everybody takes it out of someone. Most companies take it from employees and then takes it out of the consumer. Yeah. Like, kind of weird with the perspective there, but yeah, it's just like... But yeah, like, where are we going with this again? Oh yeah, like live service sequels. But yeah, like, how many other live service game sequels have actually performed well? Because, like, you know, I think it's still early enough for Ghost Frontline 2, so it's still afloat, right? So then, like, we know that with Overwatch 2, that, like, despite all the legitimate criticisms behind all the unfulfilled promises and the back and forth between what they implement, what they took away, and all that shit, people are still playing it. So in a way, you can still consider it a success. Like, we might hate Blizzard and Overwatch, but people are still playing it. So there's that. Like, what other stuff is there? Like, I'm usually not too in tune because I just keep within my own bubble of playing, like, the Trail series or other gachas that haven't pulled the sequel stuff yet. But yeah. Except for the guys who are moving to the next COD. Can't wait to see an article on that. Oh boy. Anyway, okay, let's go continue. Sorry about that. I promise that Oceananos, the calamity I created, will not make another appearance. You mean we were gonna go back anyway? We were gonna go back anyway, so... Was there anything else, Kirby? Morgan looks genuinely sorry now, so if you have any other questions, I think now's your chance to get some answers. Well, I do have one. What are the conditions the island desires? Wait. What are the conditions the island desires you mentioned? It speaks well of you, that you noticed that. Very well. I will gladly answer. This island desires a fantasy. The fantasy that everyone... Wait. The fantasy that everyone get along. Or, isn't it gets along? Needless to say, such a thing has never been possible, and it will never be. Erasing all conflict from human society is a wish humankind can never wish to hope, or can never hope to achieve. Aw. An impossible... Oh, no, all the way back in Waikiki. Wait, what? By proceeding through, you'll get 100 million QP. Any QP that receive... Oh, no, I am way under the max limit. Oh, yeah, because technically that's supposed to be our prize. And so, Kirby and her companions left Briston behind. Their crown jewel doujin for Servant Fest was complete, and the copies had already been printed. With Morgan's selfish plans thwarted, Servant Fest's success was all but guaranteed.
We took a long shuttle bus back to Waikiki, taking in many beautiful sights the western side had to offer on the way. Surfing Day 6, 7 p.m. Oh, come on! I thought the disasters were supposed to be over! Senpai, congratulations on winning the race! I saw the whole thing on the live stream! Mash, you're like, this is fine. But unfortunately, you have to tell me all about it later. Right now, we're dealing with emergency. Clip it. Ah, it's over. We're done for. The beast gods cursed us. This is our divine punishment. It was just for a brief moment of weakness. We knew it was wrong. We really did. We just couldn't make any headway on a rough draft, and coming up with the plot was so boring. Huh, I ain't sorry. What's wrong with living your life your own way? Besides, all they're doing is running their mouths. We're the ones in the trenches doing all the hard work. They got no right to be judging us. Ain't that right, everyone? Well, yeah, I guess maybe you're right. We didn't do anything wrong. We're just forgetting our book for a while and having some fun. What'd you say? Wait. Oh. 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 Nasu's fetish on display for all to see. Not beating the allegations. It's more like he's embracing it. Trash who can't meet deadlines has no place on this island. Ah, we're sorry. Okay, bye-bye. I understand very well how you feel, Master, but please, stand your ground. I think that's Chloe. She's been gone for the last few days, but now she's shown up as a calamity. I believe she's dressed like one of the legendary shamans of Hawaiian culture. And that she falls under the category of dangerous beast. Dangerous beast? Mash, do you say weird, incomprehensible nonsense a lot, or is this more of a one-off? Oh man, this is bad. She's dripping with divine spirit level magical energy. Did she eat something weird over the last few days? It shouldn't even be possible to grow that huge. It's more possible than you think. She's been working too hard. Much too hard. All she wanted was to make good books, take good care of the artists, to make good quality work, to keep the artist safe. But when those pure earnest feelings smacked into the contradictory realization that no one was being helped, it awakened the beast that dwells inside her. Now the only thoughts in her head are, if it's kill or be killed, I'll be the one doomed to killing. And if all the publishers, artists, and readers go away, everything will be peaceful. I see, so you're saying the power she usually keeps hidden to protect herself is now running amok to help her survive. No, I'm saying she's full of anger and hatred for artists who don't meet the deadlines and armchair critics who always say they could do better. I'd even go so far as to say she's become the third calamity. The calamity of editing! I wonder if sacrificing Beardy would appease her. Don't be ridiculous. Are you even hearing her? Her cries are far too anguished to come from a place of anger and hatred alone. No, she's been possessed by spirits. They must have resonated with her when she was at her lowest. We need to hurry and purge it from her, or we'll all pay the price. There you are, Big Sister Kirby. I'm going to destroy everything, including myself, and finally be free from this hell. Now why are you zooming there? Oh no. This can't be the final What? Attention everyone enjoying Hawatoria. I'm afraid we have some unfortunate news. As a result of exigent circumstances, Servantfest has been cancelled this year. Don't blame me, I did my job. In accordance with the Servantfest Normalization Committee regulations, we will now initiate a reset. We are all responsible for this state of affairs. We advise Servantfest attendees to reflect on their behavior, and hope you all continue to enjoy Servantfest.
Here we go again.
Well, at least we got our prize money. Alright, the Alliance strikes back. When did their will first come into being? How long has their environment existed? It is very unlikely that any human knows the answers to those questions. It is possible a dragon, with their extremely long lifespan, may have been there to see it. But since old dragons tend to forget most things, dismissing them as irrelevant, they probably wouldn't remember if they had. Though they are visible, humans cannot see them. While humans may sense their presence every day, they can never truly know about them. But their wish was clear to see, so much so that the humans of the time drew it on the cave walls out of sheer terror. Don't want. Although they did not come from this planet, they had no idea what they were or where they did come from. Truthfully, they never gave those questions any thought because they couldn't care any less about themselves. All they cared about was the planet that stretched out beneath them and the creatures that lived on that big island. We don't want to disappear. And so they chanted this wish day in and day out until their voice could speak no more. Servantfest Day 2. Yeah. We finally see Miyu and Ilya. Alright. Let's get this third Calamity Countermeasure Conference started. I'm so sorry. It's mortifying that Chloe is the newest Calamity. Don't apologize, Ilya. We all figured Chloe would do something like this eventually. You did? I really hope you're wrong about that. Please try to calm down, Ilya. Worrying would just make you feel worse. I can understand how hard it must be to see someone like Chloe, who's practically the same person as you, turn into a giant rampaging monster. But it's okay. I'm sure things will work out somehow. Is this you trying to cheer me up? The fact is, we've been taking advantage of Chloe's kindness. Kirby is exactly right. No matter how superhuman a servant may be, everyone has a limit. It is time we began dividing responsibilities for each club amongst ourselves, so we can lighten Chloe's load. The real problem is what comes afterward. We were truly fortunate that for the last reset, but for its intervention, we would probably be all dead by now. After all, we can't very well bring our sacred swords to bear against an innocent young girl, can we? Fine, but we can't just, like, leave her like that. Where is Chloe now anyway? I heard through the UDK's network that she stopped around Diamond Head. They said she's sleeping right now. Probably worn out from all that commotion. Although... And it sounds like we're safe for the time being, but this happened because... she's been working too much, of course. Oh, Benny Emma? Oh, thank you for the tea. Editing the books for 6 clubs at once. Pure insanity, chirp. That we failed to notice the warning signs was... the warning sign she was giving reflects poorly on us all. Wow, I had no idea editing was such a demanding job. But what exactly is so demanding about it? It may not be physically tiring thanks to the internet's ability to let artists and editors collaborate remotely. But the mental fatigue takes an unimaginably heavy toll, chirp. In particular... You there, the delinquent altar trying to hide. Confess your sins and make your accusation, chirp. I wasn't hiding, I was just slouching. Anyway, I've always been great with my editors, so I don't know anything about damaging their psyches or whatever. But if I had to guess, it's probably things like... worrying about when the artist who's supposed to be their partner will finally finish the damn draft they were promised to. Assisting the artist directly by inking the rough draft themselves. Assisting the artist directly by inking the rough draft themselves to help them get it over the finish line. Only for the artist to decide to make a last-minute change to the plot, making a completely different rough draft and going with that instead. Miu, Ilio. Seeing a character's depiction for being insensitive to the represented group, only for the artist to barrel ahead with it, claiming freedom of expression. Resulting in exactly the backlash everyone expected, and the unsurprising result of their boss breaking them over the coals and making them a scapegoat by forcing them to apologize publicly. And then having the artist, as icing on that cake, complain that the editor should have caught it before publication, conveniently dodging any blame that might be laid at their feet. A sucker for humor? I hear you. I experienced almost all that and more at the last Servant Fest. Then, maybe having everyone from all the clubs apologize to her help her calm down. What group did she piss off? It's more like J Alter trying to, like, call out everyone who's even remotely to blame for Chloe's collectively added up stress from editing for 6 different clubs. Because Ilya changed the art last second, like a story change with Miyu, and then Osaka Hibe like doing some last minute ass changes causing more stress for Chloe when everything was supposed to be set. So it's just like, make a plan and stick with it, god damn it, she's got other work to do. Was it the Ainu? That was the first thing we tried. No dice. She just said she wouldn't accept any apologies and squish Blackbeard flat as a pancake. Besides, there's a bunch of weirdos that have been gathering around Diamond Head since this morning. What's with them anyway? They all got this crazy look in their eyes. Oh no. Oh right, the UDK actually told me something else too. Apparently, a cult has sprung up worshipping Chloe as their god. What? Dude, alright, now we got the Chloe cult. They call themselves Muans, and they're actually an even bigger problem. According to them, Lady Chloe will awaken on day 5 and unleash hell upon artists who have yet to finish their drafts. Or something like that. I even heard they have their own beast god shrine maiden, similar to Babashi's Mikasur. Uma. So wait, no, with Osaka Hime reacted to JL to mention artists doing some insensitive to a group of people with a depiction. So you're wondering what racist thing she actually did do? Oh. Yeah, maybe she actually like didn't realize what she was doing for whatever the hell she drew up or something. What a disaster. Just when we had resolved the first and second calamities, now we have a third to contend with. And one that came from our own ranks at that. Ah, how this saddens me. Chloe's the third calamity? I thought we brought this up already, Artoria Caster. I really don't want to admit it, but how could she not be? I mean, did you see her? Never mind. Yeah, good point. Okay then, let's figure out how we're gonna fix this. If we can't apologize to her and we can't fight her, then maybe we could let her keep sleeping until she stops being angry. I wonder if that would work. I know she said she wore herself out earlier. But knowing Chloe, she's probably just sleeping in at this point. She might not be. This could just be some random red herring summer bullshit. Maybe. So given her current size, and comparing it to data for all the time she slept in, I'd say there's a strong chance she wakes up in 3 days' time just as angry. 2 other calamities were all Cernonoses after all. True. So yeah, this could be a red herring and like... Actually, what other Cernonos are we missing at this point? There's the burning one, the storm defensive layer one. What's the other one? Wait. What else is going on during the Cernonos fight in Lost Belt 6? I forgot all the mechanics. Mew's keeping track of Chloe's sleeping habits. Yeah, you gotta watch out for it. You gotta watch each other's health. That would make it day 5 of Serpentfest, just like this cult is predicting. You think those are the 2 main ones? Huh. So we need to find a means of returning Lady Chloe to her old self before then. And yet we currently have no leads at all. I swear, why is Lord Merlin never around when you need him? I overheard the whole thing. Nare, you already here? Sorry, it took longer to wrap up all my work for the Normalization Committee than I thought. But I can't just do nothing while Chloe needs help either. She was an exceptional editor, and she deserves our support. Plus, I may have played a small part by asking her to manage my own dojo as well. And so by virtue of who I am, you're undue, I know of a method we can use to get the spirits out of her. The method is... finish our books and make an offering of them to her? Whoa, she froze up. Looks like Kirby beat you to the punch, Nare. Hey, that's smart. So we can, like, use her own deification against her. Deification? She's already ascended the godhood? I mean, I get it, but doesn't that seem awfully fast? Well, that should only make this plan more effective. However stubborn she might be about ignoring artists' excuses, if she's a god now, she'll have to read any books offered to her. Well, what are we waiting for? Right, between all the clubs, there are so many books Chloe wasn't able to see through to completion. So by giving them to her now, we can show her appreciation and help her see what a wonderful job she did. But there's one other book in particular that would be absolutely essential. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I know. I'll do it. When you get right down to it, it's my fault Chloe turned into an editing monster. So this time I really will finish my draft, even if I only have 3 days. Wait, there's only 3 days? Even if I only have 3 days, I swear I'll get it done. Will you help me, Miyu? Of course. Don't worry, I've got this. There's software to make it easy to add backgrounds to comics now, so I can finish my job with time to spare.
Technology.
I wonder if it's really Muse who's the heartless one. Then I'll contact the other Alliance members. Fortunately, their books are already finished, so once the other printer makes sample... No, forgive me, Mash, but I cannot condone that course of action. Sir Lancelot? What do you mean? I lacked the certainty I needed to speak up at the beginning, as I should have. No more! In my capacity as the Knight of the Round Table. No, simply as one of the con-goers who has enjoyed Servantfest in the past, I must share my opinion. Oh no, he has an opinion, everyone get down. We began creating works in the Artoria genre, expressly to defeat the Normalization Committee. Huh? I just said he needed to place in the top 10. I never said anything about winning or losing. Heck, you don't even have to place higher than me. All I said was that I'd approve your alliance as long as you got enough votes. Really? Oh. Hey, yeah, wait. Blackbeard was the one who made this a competition. I see, that does sound like a misconception you would make. And then we all followed his lead. Oh, yikes. Lancelotti's knocking on death's door now that he's had, like, the ladder kicked out from under him. Don't worry about it, Lancelotti. You're basically still correct. Go on, you got this. Say what you gotta say. I don't know. Thank you, Miss Suzuka. Your kindness is, well, I'm just very grateful. This means the 5 mangas I made gave me a very good shot at clearing that goal. Alright, once again from the top. We began creating works in the Artoria genre to defeat the Normalization Committee. That is all well and good. Indeed, we now have some wonderful books celebrating our king as a result. But that is still not what Servantfest is about, or at least not what the last or at least that is not what the last Servantfest was about. We cannot let ourselves be constrained by genre. The art of creation, no, of doing what is right, is inherently fierce. Those who walk that path should adhere openly and proudly to the beliefs, never hiding who they are. Even if that goes against the very regulations our king decided on. Sir Lancelot, kind of impressed he came back from that. And so I say the books we offer the close should not be bound to a single genre. They should flow from the passion unique to each club, singular gems of creativity no other group could create, regardless of genre. Man, if only he'd been wearing his armor for this. Well said. I can't argue with a single word of that. Sir Lancelot is absolutely right, putting aside his own questionable conduct for the time being. Now is the time for the Anti-Servantfest Alliance to create the books only they can. Attention all Alliance clubs. The Artoria only genre restriction has been lifted. I repeat, the Artoria only genre restriction has been lifted. Woo! Sounds good to me. Knowing them, they'll all gleefully jump right back into the Hellfire deadlines now that they can make whatever they want. Are you okay with this, committee girl? I know this means all-out war, right? I know, give me a second. Fine, as the Normalization Committee's on-site representative, I accept this new declaration. But know that if any of the work your clubs turn in is half-assed, I'll have the members arrested and sent to a re-education facility. Alright, thanks Arandu. Huh, don't thank me. I'm doing this for Chloe. Everyone's rushing back to the... Oh, good. Everyone's rushing back to the club headquarters. I guess they really didn't still have all the books they wanted to make. So this is where the real Servantfest begins. Yeah, I think this is going to be the last 7 days. By the way, Artoria, are you hiding something? You mean my joining the UDK without telling you? Well, I mean, conservation is important, right? What about you, Kirby? Are you sure there's nothing you're keeping to yourself? No, absolutely nothing. You still haven't told everyone how you really feel, right? I just need a little more time, that's all. I see. Okay then. How about we both come clean after we help Chloe get back to normal? In the meantime, let's forget that we still haven't solved so much as a single mystery and go help the close of the books. I mean, when you put it like that, Who's the mastermind? Who stole BB's authority over Little Hawa? Oh hell no, we gotta do all this shit again. You started creating new books! Well, I mean, we did lift the restrictions, so... Woo boy! Who stole Christmas Summer? Okay, wait, so the racetrack... Let me go look up what it drops real quick. Oh, god damn it. Let's see... Racetrack is silver currencies. Alright, let's go burn this real quick. I need 400 for the post story as well, so I'll be grinding food for a while. So I need 400, actually, let me go look ahead at the walkthrough to see what I need. Oh, actually, I don't need that much food for the actual deliveries themselves, I think, right? Actually, how much do I have? Might be cutting it a bit close, cause that we have to get every single. Yeah, we have to get every single, what was it? Dojin done, so then... I mean, I think that might be enough, but... Okay. Let me scroll back up and do this real quick. Okay, let's just run the node once real quick. So this is supposed to be for the silver currencies, and it drops more curry than any other item. Actually, we could just do this because it costs. Oh wait, someone actually has it MLB'd. And yeah, food. I think I'll switch this one out for food as well. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I mean, I'm gonna need the 400 for the post quest. Okay, maybe one more, Okay, this should be fine.
まだまだ未熟者ですが頑張ります。白兵戦行きます。水のうちに準備を。白兵戦行きます。白兵戦行きます。戦いですか。白兵戦行きます。おとなしくできないのかな。ドラゴンパックに勝っていいよ。負けないぞ。蒸気カタバルト良好。ブラストリフレクター展開完了。フルアーマーよし発艦する。射程入った。オープンコンバット。しぶきを上げろ。ブライトアレビオン。 この海で一番のスピードを。蒸気カタバルト良好。ブラストリフレクター展開完了。フルアーマー、よし発艦する。射程入った。オープンコンバット。しぶきを上げろ。ブライトアレビオン。面倒になってきた。インポいいよ簡単。蒸気カタバルト良好。ブラストリフレクター展開完了。フルアーマー、よし発艦する。射程入った。オープンコンバット。しぶきを上げろ。ブライトアレビオン。どう見とれちゃった？スポーティーだったでしょ。
Okay, so how much food did it actually drop? Oh, not as much as I thought, but alright. Alright, so going by the walkthrough, which thing am I doing first? Oh, Happy Infirmary, but they want us to read... Oh. Okay, so there's the My Revolution chapter. This is the one... let me double check. I think this is the one I was warned about having Gudu music in it. So, hold on, let me double check that, let me verify that. Oh, no, it's only My Revolution 3 post-battle. Oh, okay, so we're still good here. Whoops, hold on, just trying to like get back to my browser real quick. Okay, so let's go read this first. Hello, Miss Crane. We came to see how Clothiers was doing. Welcome. Hiya! We were just discussing what we're going to do for our second doujin. Now that we've come this far, we definitely gotta go all the way. All the way? Then does that mean... Indeed, as Lancelot said, we mean to see our aspirations through. Haha, we were very happy with how our first book turned out. In fact, I believe we were able to exhibit Mordred's dazzling youthful good looks to the fullest extent. Oh, the face she made. But I still have regrets that I wasn't able to share Count Vlad's valiant figure with the rest of the world. Well, I'm not going to live with just those regrets any longer, which means... For our second doujin, Clothiers will officially be making a Count Vlad book. Hell yeah! Now I'm really glad I left Bristine to come here. Oh, that's great, applauding. You should be done with it fairly soon too, since you're in the middle of making your Count Vlad book before you put it down. I'm afraid it's not that simple, Mash. Huh? Moriarty taught us all sorts of things for the first book. We couldn't have finished it without him. And now we understand Doujin way better than we did before. Right, Crane? Oh yes, and now that we know more, we want to see what we can do. So you're saying you think we might be able to remake our original book idea into something even better, right? That's why I told my friend that teaming up would probably make things better. A team up? So you want a book that focuses on Mo and Count Vlad? Exactly. Doesn't that seem like it would be the best of both worlds? So that's why we're going to make... All together now? A Vlad and Mordred collaboration photo book. Oh wow, that sounds like a wonderful idea. Oh, doesn't it? They're both huge stars in their own right after all. Oh yes, they're superstars. Take a star that you love. And a star that you love. Huh? You're doing a musical now? Put them together, and they're sure to shine even brighter. Applauding enthusiastically. As you can see, this plan makes us happy enough to break out into song. Yes, that does sound like a great idea, but then, in that case, you're going to need Moriarty's help again. No, we're not going to call Moriarty for our second book. Oh no. Really? But you worked so well together in your first. What happened? Did you have a big fight and part ways over creative differences or something? None. Nothing like that. If anything, he has every right to be angry with me after all the trouble I put him through. You do like... Sounds like an amazing combination. You do like Vlad even his IRL self? Huh. Really, we wouldn't have had started this club at all if he hadn't approached us. Hey, Crane. Yes, Happy Cat. It's gonna be summer soon, right? And summer means... Servant Fest season. Right on! Which also means cosplay season is almost here. Man, I love cosplay. Just watching people stroll around in costumes makes me happy. I wonder if there will be anyone dressed in a bridal gown. I bet there will be. Oh yes, I'm sure there'll be someone wearing any kind of outfit we can think of. What I love about cosplay is the act of taking a previously fictional outfit and making it a reality with your own hands. It's just like wearing a dream. Oh, visions of summer. Mon amour for you shall never die. Careful, Crane, you're melting. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? We'll have to go to Servant Fest together when the big day rolls around. I just wish we could have joined a club, too. I know, but it doesn't seem to be a place for tailors at a Dojin festival. Not necessarily. Really? Wait, who said that? Is she literally melting? Maybe. I couldn't help... Okay, hold on, let me get my water. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation, and I think I may be able to help. She made a chocolate. Oh no, we're not going back to that Valentine's. Oh, Moriarty. Hello. What would you say if I told you I could get you both into Servant Fest as more than attendees? Us? Oh, I see. You want us to make you your own cosplay. Sure, we can do that. How's a wedding dress sound? I'd be more than happy to make you one of those. No. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about the two of you forming a club and making your own book. Oh my. You can turn anything into a doujin as long as you're good at it. For example, you can make a book full of original outfit designs. Oh wow, I never thought of that. Though of course designs alone would have rather limited appeal, so you will want something to make your book stand out from the crowd. What do you think, Crane? Sounds fun to me. Me too, Happy Cat. I'm glad to hear that. Then let me ask you this. Will you team up with me and make a doujin together? Hell yeah! Oh yes, I would be glad to. Wonderful. I am glad to hear it. Huh. What is it? I'm just surprised you didn't ask me what I'm up to. Most people would be immediately suspicious of someone inviting them to make a new doujin club out of nowhere. Like, what kind of scam are you trying to pull, or something along those lines? Why would we be suspicious? You didn't say anything shady here. But that's the shady thing. Yes, exactly. Even if you demand a fee, you're still offering a way to help us get into Servant Fest. That's cause for gratitude in my book, not suspicion. You two truly are creatures of pure goodness, aren't you? Well, the truth is, I have no malicious ulterior motive. I merely wanted to try my hand at running a small operation. At any rate, thank you for accepting. I look forward to working together. And that, as they say, was that. And then he crashed out. And that's how our summer began. It's all been so much fun, like a dream come true. I never would have thought I would be part of that dream. One truly never knows what fate has in store. Why did you join Clothiers, Count Vlad? Miss Crane paid me a visit. She told me... Oh, Count Vlad! You're the hottest servant I stand this summer! Oh. So that's how Vlad got involved. Back then, From there, she proceeded to speak in a mixture of English, French, and strange squawking sounds that may or may not have been words. I'd ball up into, like, out of sheer embarrassment just hearing Vlad just lay it out like that. It was a most entertaining sight. I'm glad you enjoyed it. At any rate, the point I ultimately took away was that I was the top of Miss Crane's list. List? What list? This. It's a list of all the ideas for outfits I came up after seeing various people. Or I came up with. Before I knew it, it had grown to the size of a small book. I think that might already be a doujin in its own right. This section here is my list of all the servants I stand the most who had no plans to serve Fest. And Count Vlad was at the very top. Suffice to say, she was quite persuasive, and following a good tailor's request is in line with noblesse oblige. I'm glad I did so. It was clearly the right choice. Thank you so much for the kind words. But yes, as I was saying, I would never have been able to make a club with Happy Cat or invite Count Vlad to join it if it hadn't been for Moriarty giving me this opportunity. The problem is I let myself get too reliant on him. I can't even imagine the kind of physical and mental anguish we must have put him through over the course of our first book. Well, yeah. So we figured he deserved the rest. Besides, it was all our idea to do a second one. I feel the same way, so that's why we're going to try making the second book all on our own. Luckily, Mordred's on board too, and already out gathering materials for us right now. Ah, this is so exciting. Anyway, we better get back to work, Mas P. Understood. Please take care of yourselves. Senpai, do you think Clothiers is going to be okay? I think they might have trouble finishing in time. Yes, that's true. Miss Crane and Habit Tribe might be extremely talented, but they're still on a very tight schedule. I think we should talk to Moriarty after all. Right. Maybe he'll have some good advice. Although, he hasn't left this hotel room since they finished their first book. Alright, and next one, prescription. You really came. Thank you for taking the time to come see us. We wanted to talk to you about our secret doujin. That is the next book we want to make. You see, with the exception of Asclepius, we all agree on what kind of book we want to make next. To be clear, he's not opposed to our proposed direction. He just said he doesn't care what we do as long as it helps to feel the medicine. So, what did you have in mind? With our first doujin, we set out to make a book that would promote the importance of healthy living. I believe it made a meaningful difference in getting people to take better care of taking care of their health. Yeah, I think we painted a fairly realistic picture in terms of health and medical care. But aside from that, how can I put this? Well, we thought we might want to use the opportunity to make our next manga more of a fable of sorts. Something a little off the beaten path that would get readers to think more fondly about their health and medical care. And that would get them to trust doctors even more than they, hopefully already do. That was the idea for our next book we ultimately decided on. A fable? So, you want to tell a fictional story then? Yes, that's right. Our goal is to showcase the greatness of medicine and the latest medical techniques through realistic fiction, and encourage patients to feel more comfortable about relying on doctors by painting them in a heroic light. Basically, we want to tell a story that portrays doctors as, well, that portrays doctors as, well, the heroes they are. We even have a model and title all ready to go. We're going to call it Super Dr. A. Now give a guess what this would be a reference to. Sounds like it has the potential to be a state-of-the-art monumental achievement. However, at present, that is the only thing we agreed upon. It turns out there's much more to making manga than we originally thought. We see now that it takes more than well-drawn art to make a good one. The storytelling aspect in particular is much more difficult than it looks, and we can't seem to make even a rough draft that we're happy with. Okay, wait, hold on real quick. Oh my, okay, I need to stand up real quick. Bro, the soreness from my vaccine shot, holy shit, it is kicking in so much now. I'm having so much trouble moving my arms. Oh my god. I mean, if I try hard enough, I could actually lift my arms over my head, but oh my god. The soreness over where the injection site was, it's really, like, getting up there now. Oh my god, my arms. Oh man, it was like a good thing, like, I chose this tonight instead of, like, Zenless Zone Zero, because that would kind of involve a little, well, more effort and arm movement than just, you know, tapping along with FGO. Oh, fuck. It's so sore. Oh my god. Give me a second here. I don't think massaging my arm will, like, actually help anything, but I need to cope with something here. Oh, alright. Sorry about that. Let's go continue. Oh god, don't tell me it's my legs now too. Wait, hold on. No, not really my legs actually. But yeah, I remember when I took my first like COVID vaccine shot. Yeah, I was like super under the weather and like knocked out for most of the day if I remember correctly. Or is that when I actually got COVID? I don't remember. But yeah. So we thought we would ask you for your help, Master. I see. Well, if you really want our help, we'd be happy to oblige. At least this seems like something we can do. Now that's the kind of youthful energy we're counting on. We would appreciate any guidance you can offer us. We would be happy with just advice on how to put a story together. Is there anything like that you can tell us? The best storytelling advice I have is probably... You found the shot worse than COVID itself. Was it before or after you got COVID? But like, yeah, it's like... Which is likely thanks to the shot making the actual illness easier to deal with. Yeah. So if you think about it another way, if you got COVID without the actual shot, it'd be like, ooh, scary to say the very least. But yeah, oh my god, I remember I was like,
really bedridden the first time around because of like, and it got me thinking. I'm like, man, if this is just the vaccine, like, what if I actually got it before I got the vaccine? Like, holy shit. And yeah, like, it's been a while since I had my last, like, booster shot, so then during my routine checkup, like, I asked my doctor if, like, they do get, like, provide it, or if I had to, like, you know, ask for it in advance or some other shit like that, I don't know, because I'm not exactly sure how, like, everything works when it comes to, like, a routine checkup. But yeah, they just said, oh yeah, sure, it was like, we got one right here. It's like, oh, cool. And yeah, but, it was still bad for your dad, has issues breathing, and that was him having had the shot. Yeah, but at the very least, like, he got through it, like, with the shot helping him, like, you know, afterwards, like, post-recovery, hopefully. But, yeah. But yeah, I think, like, the biggest thing when I first took the vaccine, it was like not just a soreness, but the chills. Like, the symptom of having chills coursing like through my whole body, despite how, you know, my actual like body temperature was. That was like genuinely one of the worst things ever. I was like shivering and like uncontrollably. I could barely like sit at my computer to just like watch or listen to something. So then I was like, yeah, no, like this is real real rough to like get through. You just had body aches? Yeah, for me, like, it was like a mixture of like body aches, chills, I think fever, and I think like the usual, I think coughing or whatnot. I'm not sure about sore throat, but yeah. Some people just have EX level COVID, either by being safe or pure luck that they never got it once. Oh yeah, like how like just given like how little that I go out for the most part, and even then like I was always masking up and everything. Like, what was it? Like, yeah, I still somewhat got it, but funnily, or like, thankfully, like I didn't actually get any of my like family sick when I contracted COVID, because like you know, like I was usually around my family, but then they somehow never caught it, because like I don't think I was around them for too long during that period when it was like building up in my body or something. So then like when my family was like out and about, like during one part of the day, I was feeling really under the weather, and I was like, wait, I shouldn't be feeling this unwell. And I'm not sure if it was during like a regular flu season or not, but I was like, wait, this doesn't feel right. So then like I took out a test kit, because thankfully like we got test kits and stuff, and then I took it, waited those painstaking like 10-15 minutes or however long it was supposed to be, and then I saw the results and I'm like, oh shit. And then I instantly just, you know, texted my whole family and quarantined myself in my room before they got back. But yeah, it's like, god damn. Like, I'm surprised like none of my like I don't think anyone else in my family actually contracted it. So thankfully it was just limited to me. It was kind of rough for 2 weeks though, basically just walking from my room to like the restroom, and that's basically all the walking space that I was permitted to, you know, not cause any potential issues or spread anything to my family. They came back from visiting family with it, and the family members who had it had no symptoms. Oh, it was like symptomless? Oh god. But yeah, gotta deal with this like soreness throughout the night, like after the stream. And depending on how this actually goes, like I think the soreness might linger around for like another day or something. Usually, because that's like usually what happens when I take all the booster shots and everything. Anyways, observe and research him as much as possible. Now that you mention it,
That does make sense. But you're all in the same club, right? Do you really need to observe him? I don't know. I can't deny the possibility that we're having trouble coming up with story ideas for him. Typhoid Mary style? Typhoid Mary? Because we're also used to particular foibles at this point. True, a leader does need to keep some distance if they're going to maintain their charisma. The trick is to leave some room for the imagination to fill in the gaps. Constant close proximity isn't necessarily a good thing. As luck would have it, Asclepius is currently the only one who Asclepius is currently the only one of us off on his own at the moment. I believe he's out on one of his usual rare symptom hunts, or rather, one of his freewheeling house calls where he doesn't care who he treats. Have I never heard about her even in passing? Was this something was that a name I was supposed to hear during English class or something? Because I swear I have not heard that name once in any of my English classes if it was supposed to be taught in any general curriculum. So she was a cook for... I thought we were talking about like authors or something. She was a cook for rich people who was the first symptomless carrier of typhoid? So wait, what is typhoid then? Like, legitimately, first I've heard of it. An illness that was usually only for the poor, infected a bunch of rich people? Ah. Hold on, we shouldn't be interfering with Dr. Asclepius' work. House calls are very important. If anything, we should be helping him, not just observing him. Of course, I don't mean to get in his way. We'll help out ourselves if the situation calls for it. Besides, he'd surely be upset with us if we did anything less than helpful. So even though we're going to research him, I think we'll have to do so by observing him and gathering information from a distance. Agreed. We may feel as though we know what kind of person he is, but we can't say that for sure. There's definitely a chance we'll find a hint for what to do with his story by observing him in a different light. Sounds like you're ready to get started. But yeah, I don't think I've ever heard about typhoid like over the years in passing or through wherever you're supposed to hear it from. Alright, so now that we got that done, oh, do we have another... Oh, we have another node to farm. Not this one. Oh, is it back at the racetrack? Oh, no, that was back at the racetrack. Farm until we have these currencies and do Happy Infirmary. Do I want a history video about her? Maybe not. I don't think I'd be too interested to listen in. Even if it would be quite informative. To be accurate, be video from Tasting History, a channel about food history. Ah. I mean, maybe I should look up the channel just to like look through, because those probably would sound like interesting background listens and everything. Include a recipe from that time period. Wait, Tasting History. Wait. Well, didn't Twitch used to have like? Didn't they used to have a food channel that was on 24/7 that broadcasted Tasting History? Because I think I remember they had something like that, right? Although eventually they kept rerunning some of the same episodes, so I'm not sure if that channel's offline by now. No idea. Because yeah, I remember when like some years ago, Twitch had its whole thing for 24/7 streams. Like, you know, like initially with Bob Ross, and then after that, like it was 24/7 foodstuffs. But I think the novelty wore off, and then I think they pulled the plug since then. But it was nice for the time with like the food channel on Twitch.
it was pretty nice to just have it in the background and kind of see like the good-looking food and some historical stuff, even if like slightly like, you know, embellished a tiny bit, but or at least I think, I don't know. Tasting is wow. Wait, let me see. Here's the channel. Tasting history? Oh no, I think. Wait, was this the same? Oh no, it was like a. Oh no, I think it was like a different like historical food show. But yeah. Okay, I'll probably take a look later or something. So much food to give. Come on. Wait a second. Wait. They actually have Dangerous Beast Chloe just sleeping in the big ass like crater. Oh, that's cute. Like, you can barely see it like zoomed out here. Well, I mean, no, you can still kind of see it. But yeah, that's a nice touch. Huh. Although, wait, what's around here? Who's that a statue of? Has to be like a, you know, actual statue, but I don't know who that's a statue of. I don't remember. It helps give an idea how big she is. Yeah, kind of reminds me of like... Who does this remind me of? Or like sleeping on like a mountainside kind of a thing, because like, I swear I've seen something of the sort. I don't remember. Well, it's for some reason it's ringing a bell, but I can't think right now. Okay, so what do we got here? So complete your deliveries and then continue with the prescription stuff. All right. There he is. We found him. Let's try to keep our distance while we follow him. Damn it, every last one of them is in great health. The Novelization Committee's health services must be working. Well, that isn't a bad thing, it sure is boring. Doesn't anyone have any interesting conditions? Unusual places are supposed to have unusual cases to study, damn it. Huh? Ah! It hurts! Heh. Collapsing in agony and spiraling in place. Now that's something you don't see every day. Go on then, tell me what's wrong, and where and how does it hurt? Any idea what might have caused this? Oh my, for a pretty boy, he's a lot stronger than he looks. Swoon. Well, what are you waiting for? You're supposed to answer a doctor's questions quickly and honestly, with all the obedience of a slave. Oh, yes, I know exactly what caused this. First thing this morning, I got a lottery ticket for the new limited edition figurine that went on sale today. But alas, when I went to buy it, I realized I had gravely mistaken the store's opening time, and it was completely sold out. How do you have a lottery ticket? Like, how do they not reserve it if you get a lotto ticket for it? Or is it just a lotto ticket to even get in the store? Or if you don't get it by the allotted time, I guess, but that fucking sucks. It hurts, it hurts. It feels like my poor heart is about to burst with sheer envy and regret. No, wait, heh. If one of the people who brought it turns out to be a scalper, I'll kill them and take it for myself. Why shouldn't I? I'm a goddamn pirate. But if the other pirates all turn out to be like-minded comrades who bought it purely out of love, then I wouldn't be able to do anything except curse my own stupidity. And that's why I'm suffering. Hey, why scooping up in your strong but gentle arms are you just gonna unceremoniously dump me back on the ground when you're done? This incredibly boring exam is over. As for your treatment, this should do the trick. Oh, a bandage? Wait just a damn minute, Doc. You can't expect to heal my broken heart with a freaking bandage. Wait, I just realized I scraped my elbow a bit when I hit the ground. Is that what the bandage is for? Spoon! Fucking hell. I think we all learned from watching him there is that when the symptoms bore him, his bedside manner is, brusque. Are we sure this is a good idea? Well, I think that... I'd say the fact that he stays calm even while the patient is acting up just proves he's a first-rate physician, no? One shouldn't be stingy with resources when they're needed, but neither is there any sense in wasting them. Making judicious use of them is an important skill for any profession. Wow, everyone in this club really sees things the same way. I guess that's part of what drew them together. Even so, don't you think he's a little unbalanced to use as your manga's protagonist? Are you really sure this is a good idea? Look, if you can make something as like unbalanced as like a femboy magician, like who's like the seventh prince of a royal family who only cares about magic, I think you can run with anything unbalanced. That may be, but the results will speak for themselves. I think. Yeah, at least, most likely. What's the big deal? Doesn't every memorable manga character have a quirk or two? Or 3 or 4? See Konosuba. The only thing that balances out Cosmo's is like god tier luck. All of his other stats are shit. Besides, it's not as though we have to depict our protagonist exactly like his model. We just need to take a few creative liberties. That party only works because the main character is an idiot whisperer. Yeah, pretty much. It's like trying to make monkeys with typewriters actually consistent when they have to be. But when they don't have to be, it's all fucked. but when all the chips are down, it's like, no, they actually cook up with something. In fact, one of the secrets to maintaining good relationships is knowing when to overlook the faults in another. Po-body's nerfect, after all. Oh. I see what you did there. Just a little life advice for your friendly neighborhood elder. You do make a good point. Right? Well, I don't think that's true of every fault. For instance, don't expect us to go overlooking a certain elderly Taoist tendency to try to brainwash everyone anytime soon. Oh, I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. When are we having lunch? And anyway, I think we should keep observing him for a while longer. We still need an idea for where to take the story. Good point. Then let's keep tailing him. future general attendee.
Where's the next chapter? I want to read the next chapter already. A customer who read an unfinished underground dojo is raging out of control.
Good grief. Oh, did you snap his neck? I just wrote you a prescription for or pancreation? Wait, okay, time out. What the fuck is that? I never devoted myself to refining it, so I'm sure it's more generic compared to Teachers and Achilles. Okay, so it's, I think it's something made up because Webster Dictionary ain't returning shit. But don't worry, it's still good enough to get the job done. Take care. Surprisingly violent and physically oriented. Should I write that down? No, that's alright. There's nothing surprising about it. Every good physician relies on their stamina. That's especially true in times of war, but no less so for peace. There will always be more patients there than there are medics, so endurance is essential for keeping up with treatment. That seems like it might be something worth writing down. Okita! Good timing. I've always found those blood coughing fits of yours fascinating. How can a servant be so sickly? Which of your organs causes you to cough up blood? Why? Alright, leave it to me. Lie down and don't move a muscle. I'm justified in performing as many exams on you as I deem necessary. You might have bisect you for science. Or vivisect you for science. Why me? Personality changes instantly when dealing with rare unusual cases. Write that down. Nah, just kidding. Write that down as, has immense passion for treating critically ill patients. Are you all sure about this? It really feels like our notes are mostly fabrication at this point. Oh, we're not fabricating anything. We're just taking creative liberties. Well, did you get any story ideas? Good question. All we witness essentially amounted to Asclepius going about a typical day. There's nothing particularly new or interesting. Indeed, if we're going to build a story around him, we're going to need more to work with. So that really was just a typical day for him, huh? I don't mean to speak ill of the guy, but can I ask a possibly stupid question? I get that he's a medical genius, don't you? But don't you all think it goes too far? I'd be afraid to be one of his patients. Well, my answer to that would be... Huh? I wonder what all the commotion is about. Be careful. There seems to be some unrest up ahead. When's Servant Fest going to happen already? We can't wait any longer! I can only hold out for so long. What are we supposed to do? Our hopes and dreams for keeping it, our hopes and dreams for it keep growing, and our impatience has nowhere to go. Oh crap, this isn't good. I only meant for this to be a casual get-together where like-minded fans could pray that the next Servant Fest would go off without a hitch. Well, between the unexpected number of attendees and their overwhelming passion, it's just too much. Huh. This may well get ugly. Indeed, that is a dangerous number of people for a small enclosed space. If something isn't done, these people could end up collapsing on top of one another, or suffocating from a lack of oxygen. Crowd crush is a scary thing that I've read up about. Perhaps we should try to evacuate the venue while there's still time. And speaking of crowd crush and everything, like, I remember seeing pictures of, I think it was Anime Expo? Bro, hell no, that is way too many people over at that convention. Like, holy shit. Like, people are packed in like a can of sardines And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Like, and that was a photo from, like, you know, the most recent one as well. I'm like, how are there no, like, you know, like visitor limits or whatever, because that's way too many people to be within one building to be trying to squeeze past each other. Like, I can't imagine, like, I can easily imagine people just getting lost in the crowd and like all that stuff, just trying to like go from like point A to B. It's like scary shit, dude. Like, it'd probably be like maybe somewhat far down on my bucket list, but going to Anime Expo would seem cool. But then it's so off-putting when I see all the pictures of how massive the crowds are compared to like how it probably was relatively like many more years ago. Like, oh my god, it's like it's gained way too much popularity for its own good, and that's from a safety standpoint. Like, I'm not talking about any other point. Perhaps we should try to evacuate the venue while there's still time. Though I can't say whether we make it in time to prevent a deadly breach. Whatever we can do, let's do it! Right, let's split up and try to evacuate as many attendees as we can. Here goes nothing. Okay, so... Drop stacks of gold currency. Gotcha. Oh, I forgot to switch up. Shit. I forgot to switch out for Melusine. Okay, hold on. We're not shooting through that much health with scuffed ass, like, single target here. Hold up, hold up. Alright, and Ruler Melu. There we go.
What the? I can't move. The hell? Am I hallucinating? It feels like our passion is fogging the place up. So hot. Can't breathe. I feel dizzy. Oh no. It looks like we were too late. I was afraid of this. Understood. Initiating emergency search and rescue. There's so many people here. We'll need to work together to evacuate them before. Oh, look at him go. He's a spitting image of the wind deities of Fengbu and Fei Lian. Sharpie were a thing? That's fine. Those of you feeling sick, lie down where you are until I can come check on you. Those of you who can move, head to the exits. Whatever you do, do not push, do not panic, and do not step on the patients. The first thing we need to do is improve the ventilation. Open the windows and get some fresh air in here. Are you a doctor? Yes, now stay there and let me handle this. Huh, this is no ordinary asphyxiation. This fog is a toxic miasma. It must have leaked from the bodies of certain attendees collected in the air. Do you think Asclepius would know a sharp person's anatomy? Well, he's gonna find out. And mingled with the magical energy, all this passion is created and resulted in an unusual reaction. In which case, these medicinal herbs should do the job. Here, chew on this for a while, but don't swallow it. It should help you feel better. Huh? Munch, munch. Oh wow, you're right. I feel much better now. Thank you, doctor. Good. Okay, next. I'll get to everyone eventually. But if any of you have unusual symptoms, speak up. This is both an order and an obligation, got that? Make sure you foolish patients speak up, or else. I can't do anything but watch right now, since I can't find the tide of people, but... Wow, look at him go! How's he able to treat so many people, or so many patients so quickly? I'm sure part of it is because he finds these symptoms interesting. That's just not all of it. It's so obvious. We tend to forget it, but there's another crucial element at work here. Indeed, he's Asclepius. No matter how fantastical, overbearing, or unconventional he may seem, he's still known as a god of medicine, with good cause. And his raison d'etre, sorry for butchering that, has always been to be a hero who saves lives with medicine. Not only that, but he saves them in such a way that none can deny his contributions. And so effortlessly that it seems the most natural thing in the world. I guess the most important role to being a heroic doctor is always save the patient. I'd say we finally found the core of what to build a manga story around, no? This is no time for idle talk. Once the rush of people has died down, that's when we move in to help. Follow Dr. Asclepius' lead. And finished. Huh? What's with the look? I thought you were helping because you're on board with this project now. Is the story too fantastical for your taste after all? No, it's not that. Yes, while the story's plot is allegorical and completely unrealistic, I have no issues with the accuracy of its depictions on the practice of medicine, Setting to one side that it is fictional, this manga should improve trust in doctors and spread the awareness of the benefits of modern medicine. Then what is the issue? Is the doctor protagonist A? He reminds me of someone, but I can't think of who. It's been nagging at me. Well, no matter. There's no way a doctor who looks and acts this ridiculous actually exists anyway. Pot me kettle. Oh, I get it. You just have a shred of self-awareness. Well, not much can be done about that.
Oh, good grief. And at least we managed to finish in time. I have to say, drawing comics is far more taxing than I'd imagined. Still, it's also been a great learning experience. Story composition, dramatic tension, comic relief, build up and payoff, foreshadowing and rising stakes. Indeed, one can never be too proficient when it comes to moving hearts and minds. Did you just say you feel taxed? That sounds like fatigue, which could also be a sign of a more serious condition. We need to examine you. Maybe he has some kind of... Wait. He has some kind of malady? I think they accidentally two extra spaces on the keyboard. Maybe he has some kind of malady peculiar to drawing those drawing Dojin. It's certainly not impossible. Perhaps this warrants further inspection. Oh, come now, stop that. I'm a medical professional myself. There's no need to trouble yourselves on my account. Hang on, maybe I can save myself by creating talismans that make drawing easier on the body. I could customize them to focus on stiff shoulders, lower back pain, tendinitis. And then once they take off and everyone starts buying them, I could sneak in a puppet program and, that sounds like a dream come true. An elixir focused on relieving the pains that come with drawing could be a good idea. They were so close to ending on a happy note, but now it feels like they're back to square one. Well, it's okay, they're heroes, so they take all medical stuff seriously. Or they're combining thoughts, like come down with a malady. Oh yeah. Yeah, they probably had like two different thoughts in mind when like translating this and then forgot to check it or something. And it's not like they can spell check it because it's technically spelled correctly. It's just not grammatically correct. That sounds an awful lot to me, like you're worried about what they might do when they're not practicing medicine. Then again, I guess that's just what Happy Infirmary is like. A group of professionals who dedicated their lives to medicine. Without them, I'm sure the medical field and proper human history wouldn't be nearly what it is now. And this doujin they made just proves how passionate they are about it. This is one of the things I love about Servant Fest. Okay, that was like a pretty cool cover. Doesn't help that they're mostly the same spelling. Yeah, just like one letter off and like the S and C on the keyboard. I mean, they're not right next to each other, but they're close enough. Super Doctor. Bro, you just have Paracelsus like Aura Farm in the background holding like the beaker up like that. It's just like, bro. Yeah, Paracelsus in the back. Okay, and that means we can continue with the story. Oh god, I need to stretch my arms again. Oh, yeah, I can barely put my arms over my head. Oh my god. Until they need more manga. Yeah, I think like with how at least the walkthrough paces it out. One manga, one story chapter, one manga, one story chapter. I think that's how it's laid out. So yeah, we'll proceed like that actually, so we don't overload ourselves trying to like do all of the dojo stuff at once. Also, I think like progressing with the chapters, I'm pretty sure it would probably unlock some other farming nodes too, which would be nice. Magical editing, Nanos Chloe. Nah, I think they're too on the nose with that. Still gotta be a red herring, right? Ain't no way. Server Fest Day 5.
It's done! My book's all done! It's amazing what you can do when you treat one day as 3. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I don't care either. Congratulations! All the other dojo are getting close to completion as well, thanks to all the club members' hard work. That said, don't tell us there's another problem. Oh no, the giant god Chloe wake up and start wreaking havoc again. No, that would actually have been better. See, what happened was...
What happened? We cannot rely solely on the artist this time. We must also do what we can to help. Agreed. It only makes sense to investigate the venue for the final battle ahead of time. It's a good thing you're such a master disguise, Sir Lancelot. If I didn't know better, I would swear you were a professional surfer who grew up on this island. I mean, he has a tan. And I, of course, look exactly like any other local fisherman one would expect to find around here. That should make it easy for us to see how Chloe is doing. Though I'm afraid you'll have to keep your distance, Sir Gawain. You draw too much attention. Out of all of them, it's Gawain? Curse my boorish rustic demeanor. I've never been so ashamed. Forget disguising myself. To think I cannot even blend in among ordinary people. Like how Lancelot supposedly can with his like big ass tan and purple hair, and Tristan's like extremely like well, I wouldn't say ridiculous, but very like with a fishing outfit that really stands out that not many other people would be wearing. He is likely too good looking. Gawain's too normal. The other two though. What do you want? Are you here to join our cult? You both look a little too well built and healthy for that. But if you really want... Wait, don't let them fool you, brother. These guys must be from the Normalization Committee. You're not true believers in Lady Chloe. I can tell with only a glance. Over here, Beast God Priest. Come forth, Shine Maiden Mycena. Please lend us your strength. Send these pretty boys back to the beach. Impossible. How could they have seen through us so easily? All right, my fellow knights. It seems we must fight our way through. But how? Huh, so it's you lot. Trying to scout us out with brute force? Just what I would expect from sportsy types. I'm sure you're here to try and turn Lady Chloe back to normal, but forget about it. For one thing, none of you even qualify to see Lady Chloe dressed like that. Though she may be asleep, the wild spirits who dwell within Lady Chloe will never let the undeserving approach her. Did any of them do anything useful this whole time? Look, they're trying their best. At the very least, we can say that they tried their best. Like, they're going and trying to, like, you know, take on battles. It just so happens the plot demands that they get bodied every single time. the Knights of the Punching Bag Table. Their best seems harmful at times. That's the content right there for the story. Tristan did lead us to Babanchi. Yeah, Tristan did lead us to Babanchi, so hey, there's that. In terms of everything else, you know, yeah. The strange mist is making me cry non-stop. Tristan, let's fall back for now and huh? What incredible destructive force. Lancelot and Tristan may have been out of their armor, but I still can't believe the enemy defeated them both with a single blow. No. Consider yourself lucky, Gawain. Wait a second. Kino. Kinoko. Oh, God.
Go back to the Chinchintain and tell Kirby this. We, Muans, who are loyal to Lady Chloe, are this island's newest faction, and the ones who will suppress or surpass both the Novelization Committee and the Anti-Servant Fest Alliance. And on the 7th day of Servant Fest, Servant Fest shall become a wild paradise for lovers of the tan skin genre everywhere. You know, we can go along with that if you really want. That's fine. You know, I don't mind a tan skin genre restriction. That's perfectly fine. You know, like, I think we can all agree here. Go on. To think that I was right there, and yet utterly powerless to stop them.
So we would have found her anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, he helped make it easy, you know? Despite the fact that it was a mansion in a tree, yeah? Incidentally, Lancelot and Tristan are both recuperating in the hospital right now. Oh, what? This is terrible! I finally finished my book and now I can't even give it to Chloe? I wanted to check it out myself if Gawachi came back and told us about it, but they turned me away too. So I guess just being tan isn't enough. I mean, even Lancelot has seen more sun than me, and you heard what they did to him.
It's just because he's a dude. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I can't believe this cult became so powerful in just 3 days. Now what do? We don't have much time left. If we don't figure something out, we might have to face Chloe directly at the hall on day 7.
At times like this. Everyone wait here. Alice and I will be back soon.
Huh?
God, that smile of like, I just love that smile of hers. Like, it's like, it's so universal with like where you can like show it off. Either when she's totally clueless, or when she has something totally not malicious or with ill intent that she's like walking up closer to you with that same smile, or she could just be genuinely smiling with a very, very big smile. It's like multi-purpose smiles. You gotta love them.
What's this all about? I don't see how going to the beach is going to help with anything.
Oberon!
What? Oh, on a date, are we? Does this mean you've given up trying to stop the calamity of editing? You came here to see Oberon, Kirby, even though we found out he was one of our enemies back when the Ocean Nanos attacked.
Oh, I know, right? Even I'm pretty conflicted at this point. What do I even say to this? I just wanted you to tell us about the Muans right now.
Oh, those guys. Alright, I guess I can help you guys out.
Well, nobody saw him coming, that's for sure. I'd even bet the head of the Novelization Committee is reeling from shock.
This is also different from any of my predictions that I'm at a loss for words for what to do about him too. So, if you guys were to take care of them instead, well, that'd suit me just fine. It's only you know what to do about them, but have been choosing not to do it.
Well, correct. But because the method isn't impossible for me. Long story short, Chloe's been possessed by a particular spirit. Excuse me. So even though she's sleeping right now, it's like she's still half awake. If you get too close to her, the spirit's defensive instincts will kick in and she'll attack. However, her mind is still basically Chloe's, so the only kind of person who could get close safely is one Chloe would never attack. That is someone who fits her type. Someone who fits Chloe's type? Like who? Why, a girl in a cute swimsuit, of course. The younger the don't say it like that, but... So in your case, well, if you want to go, why not go? I'm not the, or
Wait, if you want to go, why not go? I'm not the one saying the criteria here. Oh, that's easy then. We don't even have to think about it. We can just send Ilya. Like, just like toss the Ilya to the proverbial wolves, like, like goddamn. As like you just see like Ilya approaching Diamond Head, and then you see like the Anti-Servant Alliance, and then just like everyone behind her going, "Go on, Ilya, you can do it. We'll support you from all the way back here." Throw her to the cat. Tamamo Cat hasn't seen such shit before. Are you serious, Artoria? No self-respecting detective would say that. To say nothing of a great one. No one with half a soul would even think of sending Ilya into such a dangerous group all by herself. What, does she need a chaperone? No, she's going to need protection. And it'd be way too dangerous to just have Kirby to go with her, right? So... you need to go along too, Artoria. It's the only way to save Chloe. The problem is, there are too many aspects to the way you're dressed right now to meet Chloe's standards. So you're going to need to make some tweaks before you get in. But not to worry, I have a solution. What, like some tan skin illusion magecraft? Huh? Or do we need the bunny skin? So, to get near Chloe, you have to be a girl, wear a swimsuit, and be less than 20 years old, or you get smushed like a pancake. Well, it's a good thing we're not male Gouda right now. Actually, oh wait. I mean, we're sending in our Artoria caster, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that tracks. I don't get it. It's not like Chloe only liked girls. Wait, it's not like Chloe only liked girls before, right? I think now that it's summer, the balance between her irrationality, instincts, and worldly desires probably got a little skewed. Something tells me there's a third party responsible for all this, but never mind that for now, Chip. If there is a third party, it's only a matter of time before that scoundrel faces the consequences. Kirby, I want you to stay here at the Chinchinte. I'm pretty sure I can do this, but there's still no telling what might happen. If we can't stop Chloe's rampage, it could end up being one of the worst disasters in Chaldea's history, so... Man, could you imagine trying to explain this whole ordeal with Giant Chloe to the Mages Association once you had to report back? It's like, we finished with the ordeal stall, like, we finally get back to the real Earth and everything, someone resolve everything. I was like, okay, what have you done since then? Boy, let me tell you about Hawaii Part 2. You blame Blackbeard. And then like you just see like the Goudas like on one of those like therapy chairs like laying back. It's like it all started when Blackbeard, and then the recorder just like, the fuck. You think by the time we got to this part of the story, the examiner would have left the room? Yeah, it's like so nonsensical. It's like, why the fuck are you making up shit? It's like, hey, we ain't made up shit. We got actual video record of all the shit we went through. Who's the therapy, Gouda or BB? No, it starts off like it starts off with Gouda recounting everything, and then slowly the examiner checks out, going, I can't listen to this shit anymore. And then BB just swoops in while we're still regaling who we think is the examiner with like the tales of our adventures and everything. It's like, I don't know like where we're going with this little like side plot or like fan fiction here, but man, I really wonder what's cooking right now in like in JP FGO though with its story, because like I mean I did already kind of get spoilered on the fact that, you know, a new certain form that has come out. It's kind of inevitable given all the fan art that just kind of
you know, just came out of or like that just kind of like flooded like everyone's timelines at that point and was following FGO. But yeah, they just got the 4th Oga fight. Yeah, it was kind of like unavoidable to hear about, but oh well. We'll just have to actually see, you know, how we get to that point and still try to enjoy it from there. It's like really one of those unfortunate things being at a 2-year time gap. So unless you really try to like live under a rock in that particular space of gacha, yeah, you're just going to hear about what might come up fight-wise, servant-wise, character upgrade-wise that you would maybe want to leave as a surprise, you know, all that stuff. We'll likely see the reward for that soon, hopefully. Just how much of a succubus is Chloe anyway? The Goudas don't know about the kissing. Well, I mean, technically they do, but... Woo! Glowing form! Woo 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 woo! So it doesn't help that content creators put in their thumbnails or titles. Yeah! So it really sucks like when you're trying to avoid shit like that. Okay, we made it to the mountain, or we made it out to the mountain plains. No, I just had to take out the priest and the shrine maiden, but that should be okay, or that should be easy with 2 of you helping me. It looks like Chloe's not going to smush us. I guess my outfit just barely passes as a swimsuit. I mean, yeah, I guess that would count. I'm sure you're an exception, Miyu. I mean, if you weren't, we'd usually be, you know. Well, besides, we got a great example of a real swimsuit right here. I had no idea you were wearing such an amazing swimsuit under your clothes this whole time, Outcast. You're so grown up. What? What? Oh! Oh! Holy shit! I mean, all they did was take off the jacket and all, but holy shit! You just have to accept getting spoiled with the series? Oh yeah. She went for an interesting one. I mean, it was supposed to be part of a whole package, you know, with like, you know, like the little jacket and all. Wasn't necessarily meant to be taken up. Well, I mean, but yeah, it's also like trying not to get spoiled with like the Trail series in a way. like you basically can't look up anything unless you're caught up with everything in Japan. Because everywhere else outside of Japan is still playing catch up. We're almost caught up. We're almost there. But yeah. Yeah, the extra clothes really gives her like actual bikini like a whole different look. Because like we didn't really think about it when she had it on, but with it off, it's like, god damn. Oh, I don't think I read that, sorry. Well, of course. I am the heroine of Fairy Britain after all. No, I knew you would come, magical girls. Do you think we let that bastard Gawain escape last night by accident? Who are you? Oh. Wait. It crashed! Blackbeard crashed my game! Holy shit! He actually crashed my game! Like all we saw was fucking Blackbeard's like chest, and it just the game couldn't hit the cutscene couldn't handle it. Chloe Falcon needs to do global release like Nintendo. It's a crime that this is not a skin for her. After a year, they gave another one to Scotty, but Castor Tori is lacking this. Oh my god, dude.
So what, do I have to skip the cutscene because, like, it just... Like, it's gonna crash? Okay, well, let's resume from the start. Oh, whoop! Man, I tried to let go as fast as I could, but I mean, okay, if that was gonna end up like crashing it anyways, we bypassed it. Sorry about that. Who are you? Coming to rescue a lover with no regard for your own safety? Now that's how a magical girl ought to be. I'm almost at the fight anyways. Oh, if it crashes, skip. Oh. Ah, it's good to be alive. Praise be to my guts for keeping me around, even after getting smushed. Ah, I'm so touched I can't stop crying. Blackbeard, you're the Beast God Priest? No, now that I think about it, we never saw him in Chintinte, did we? I think the last we heard from him was... Or I think the last we heard from him, he was rushing headlong into the city to try and stop Chloe before the last reset. I see. It was so nice without him around that I didn't want to draw attention to his absence. Me? But now that he's here, I don't think there's a problem. But we just have to wipe him from existence. Agreed. Oh my, that's not very nice, Miss Miyu. You see, this is the whole problem with Brawn for Brains goddesses like, Luvia Gelita. Or is it Gelita or Gelita? But still, I wonder if you'll be able to take my mount from... Wait. I wonder if you'll be able to take my mount from my tackle once you see this! Come forth, Beast God Angels! Oh my god. Ilia's the Old Testament. Exterminate! Exterminate! We will roast anyone who tries to get close, no exceptions! Huh? What's going on? How come there are a bunch of Miis dressed in black? I just woke up this morning to find they'd already popped out of Chloe's aura. Honestly, they terrify me too. They say a blade's true value lies in how you use it, right? And these Avengers are gonna have no trouble against weak-ass archers and casters. Now go on, Angels! Let this magical girl summer sale, or magical girl summertime sale begin. Oh, but you don't have to exterminate them. That's just going too far. Just teach them a lesson, will you? A magical girl sale? Then does that mean I don't need to wear the swimsuit after all? Then this outfit should work too. Alright, time to take out all my pent-up frustrations about Oberon on Blackbeard. Oh, all the visitors had to be magical girls. What's a berserker doing with them? Blackbeard. Blackbeard. Oh my god. He didn't know. Until I see the ending. Wait, so damage to all enemies, protection that increase NP gauge, restore HP, increase attack for all allies. Okay, so like full support, and then Artoria was, yeah, okay. Okay, wait, what did the rest of the Miyu stuff do? Guts and everything.
Invincible NP gain, increased attack for all child servant. Oh, right. We don't have Mystic Code because we're alone, or their mass is not there. Right.
お花に水をあげましょう。構えて。捉えました。狙っててれれりゃー。最大出力。水圧。消えて。開いた。さよならね。なんで。開いた開いた。お花に水をあげましょう。私また分裂しそうな予感。ブシャー。構えて。行こうヘビー。前へ未来へその先へ。夏が終わってもたくさんの思い出があるから私は飛べる。プリズムスプラッシュレインボー。かっこいいので親分からいで。キラキラテレレリャー。ワッサー。晴れの日も雨の日も。
Wow, we just need to survive one more turn.
ここの程度。雨。負けるわけにはいかない。どんな時も軽やかに。ちょっと休憩。何か私また分裂しそうな予感。よしなしね。
Sadly, Ilia's too weak. She's trying her best. Too many of you. I'm gonna try my best to get into the next school term. She can't try her best without Scotty.
強がって歩き出す。この希望を知っているから。ホープイルキャメラット。かっこいいので親分からいで。反復すぎて。突撃です。やめて。
Yeah. You really do like this NP? Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Especially with like how iconic it was during Lost Vault 6 and everything. The fact that we can actually just like play it on demand now, like makes it feel like all the more special to basically have to ourselves. And then the music accompanying it too, even though it's, you know, just a snippet instead of like the full song when you read it in cutscene. Okay. Yay, we won! Oh man, it is so nice to cut loose without worrying about what anyone else is thinking. I can't believe my evil magical girl brigade lost. But a hero never gives up. Next time, I'll come out with a TV series made with big screen production values. Let's kill him right now. Whoa, I haven't felt murderous intent like that since I last saw the old hag. You really want to punch my ticket, don't you? But please, hear me out. I was just being used. I was fluttering in the breeze after I got smushed. When that woman brought me back to life with a weird mushroom and stole my underlings away from under me. Weird mushroom? Oh no. Yeah, I should have known a bunch of resurrected monsters wouldn't be of any help. But that's okay. I wasn't expecting much from them anyway.
I am the one who will be capturing you all and using you for my experiments. I am the Beast God Shrine Maiden. Magical Girl Locusta, the one who will use my Cena mushrooms to create the ultimate poison. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna crash again. I swear to God, if you crash right here. Okay. Kinoko. So, my phone handles this, but not Blackbeard's chest. Alright then. Okay, at least we can write that down on the power scale. Blackbeard chest, stronger than Locusta mushrooms. You heard it here first. Huh? Who are you? One of the bad guy lieutenants? The hell's that mean? I just told you I'm a magical girl, damn it. I'm not exposing all the skin for fun, you know. I've been keeping this outfit in reserve for the perfect occasion. Oh, but I wouldn't say no to an actual swimsuit spirit origin. Locusta, the genius poison maker who served Emperor Nero. She was also the head researcher for the mushrooms used in the shadier side of Rome. Oh, everything just clicked. She's the reason Chloe grew so big. Where did that come from, Miyu? You're deducing so fast I can't keep up. Don't be ridiculous, Ilya. You know as well as anybody that eating mushrooms makes you a giant. I can't argue with that. So wait, the sad thing about it crashing on Blackbeard is that I shot his belt better. You can't refute. Yeah, we can't refute the logic. It's been established. You know as well as anybody that eating mushrooms makes you a giant. Just look at the box office records. They tell you everything we need to know. Wow, we didn't have mushrooms like that in Fairy Britain. Probably human history is amazing. Uh-huh. So you know how brightly mushrooms can shine once they've been polished. You should come with me to Rome. I'll train you in the mushroom arts. But unfortunately, you got it backwards. It wasn't my mushrooms that made Lady Chloe grow so big. I only realized she would make a perfect sample after she already turned into a giant. That's right. I'm using Lady Chloe as a seedbed in which to develop mushrooms that can make anyone giant. Oh no. It certainly is. And I just finished a sample batch too. They had to work especially well on a fellow magical girl. Woohoo! The future of mushrooms has never looked brighter. Now try this one on for size. Locusta's gone loco! Oh no, they're all just gonna end up giant, aren't they? Damn you, Nasu! He can't keep getting away with this! Nasu just projecting using Locusta by proxy. Cell Division Culturist Chloe. Super Giant trait. Activate when damaged. Significantly recover health when attacked. Oh, so you have to one-shot. Wait. Oh, man. Okay, so that gets rid of all the heals. What? Hey! Oh my god.
She's attacking us with text messages and her, like, rocket luggage. Holy shit. But, ooh, this is bad. We don't have anything that actually prevents the, oh boy. The luggage attack was her buster. Wait, apply anti-enforcement for all out. Oh, it does apply. Oh, I forgot about that part. Increase quick. I forget what Locusta's traits were. So we'll do this first. She's an insane unit. Oh, right, the music is slightly different depending on your ascension. Dies the cast territoria. The NP2 200k. The Casatorial one? Oh no. They're coming back. Man, I should probably do the smart thing and Mighty Brave Chain with Ilya. Oh, come on! Yes! Oh, okay. That thankfully took us over. So does this one increase? And then only crit stars increase with charge. To clarify, NP techs, some multi-Romans did throw out their food after eating so they could eat more, but many others found it a disgusting practice. Oh god. Ugh. Wait, hey, that's some bullshit. Wait.
お手をどうぞマスターさん
Nero!
安全な場所までご案内
Okay,
いたします
okay, that's scary for a second. I'm like, wait. Nero jump scare. You're calling out the bullshit.
Now that was both a disgrace and a comedy. A true farce that made me wish to cover my eyes. Congratulations on a job well done, Locusta. I would even be happy to put this on to put on this show at my Golden Theater. Lady Nero, and in your prime no less? Oh my, you're so beautiful, I'm gonna die. I will allow it, but I'm not sure I can say the same. But I'm not sure the same can be said of this. But you're furious? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Good grief. I hope you can forgive her, magical girls. Locusta meant we, never learned right from wrong is all. Worry not. I will see that she is punished. I will ask Cersei to turn her into a pig for a while so she can think about what she has done. Now I must be off. Don't take too long to rescue Chloe.
Pig time. Like in Summer Near after Summer Suzuka, they could get away with redoing her art. Oh, don't tell me we're gonna crash again. Okay, that's kind of like a cool pan to like the both of them there.
Chloe, I had no idea you were carrying such a heavy burden. I'm so sorry I didn't realize what you were going through, and that I added to it by constantly slacking off. I know this is probably too little too late, but... Look at what you, me, and Miyu made. It's a 292-page doujin complete with an A5 color cover. We put everything we had into it.
The 292 page in 3 days? The line for sexy swimsuit has been pushed into 6 years since Summer Near's debut. Man, I feel old. Why not make an extra 8 pages? Because that's unoriginal. Aw, oh, you can see Shiro and everyone back there.
This light. You were so engrossed in making this. You struggled, you laughed, you wavered. You felt like you lost your way about 3 times a day. And still, you kept drawing.
Rounded out to 300. Now we rounded down to 290. So there's even less content.
This is a good book. You made a good book and I helped you make it. Although 292 pages, that's basically a commercial tankobon. Oh, but this is...
Oh, did we get to her?
That unidentified magical energy is leaving Chloe. I guess Ilya got through to her.
Oh, how beautiful. Even a filthy black-hearted pirate like me can't help but admire the sheer beauty. So, now that I've had a change of heart, can I come back to the Chinchinte? No.
Get over here, Blackbeard. We don't want to get in the way. Let's go think about what you've done at the beach.
But that beach is where Captain Skyhawk holds her hellish training sessions. No, I don't want to die.
Chloe, oh, I'm so glad you're awake. What's with all these typos?
You know, To be fair, I'm amazed that they actually got 292 pages out in 3 days with, or thinking that they had no typos at all. Oh no. Haven't I been telling you to proofread at least 3 times? Take this line here. Instead of promised earring, you put promised hearing. Are you trying to ruin all our hard work, you dummy? What? No way! I'm sure I would have caught a stupid mistake like... Ah! You're right. There's so many of them I can't believe I let all these slip through in my big sprawling epic. And I already ordered 100 copies for the finale! Here's a random fact for you. The more pages a book has, the longer it takes to print. That's why you need to bring it to a printer as soon as you finish it, like Ilya did, if you want to have it be ready for the final day. And as the result, 100 copies of a 292-page book that now needs to be reprinted. A death sentence would have been kinder. So that weapon of hers, that's a traditional Hawaiian weapon, normally made with shark teeth. Oh, that's cool. I wonder, maybe the shock is what drove off the spirit that had been possessing Chloe. What was that? Did you say you already took this to the printer? Keeping her mouth shut because she didn't catch the typos either. Mew! I don't have time to be hanging around here. Whoop! Ilya, Miyu, we need to hurry to the printer right now. If we're insanely lucky, there's still a chance they haven't started printing yet. At the very least, we have to avoid a total recall. All rooms will be stuck with heavy cardboard boxes for ages. Chloe! You're finally back to normal! Oh, I'm so happy! Aw, back to normal? What do you mean? What happened when I was sleeping? Well, not sure I can bring myself to say it. I will. It's going to hurt, but you need to hear this. Chloe, while you were sleeping, you're on full display for Nasu's giantess fetish. Are you serious? This is so embarrassing! Why am I the only one this happened to? And how am I going to show my face around anyone now? I'm glad you finished the book, but if I never edit another, it'd still be too soon. If you also did not catch or know something, you keep your ignorance silent. Time to hide away until you get called out. Nasu's giant's fetish, that's a fate worse than death. Congratulations on a job well done again, Senpai. Chloe has been rescued, and most of the clubs have finished their new drafts. Tomorrow's day 6, so we should get plenty of rest to... we should get plenty of rest to prepare for the day 7 finale. They said Lancelot and Tristan are healing up well and should be back in action starting tomorrow. It doesn't seem like there's going to be any more major problems for a while, so why don't we focus on the mission again? And let's not forget Oberon all dressed in black. He's definitely got something to do with all this. So this time, let's make damn sure to catch him and make him tell us everything he knows. You mean the infamous Dark Fairy King? I've got some questions of my own for him. I'd really rather not go to the Nightwoods if I can help it, but at this point, I'm willing to set my principles aside. So, we're all going to the Nightwoods tomorrow, yes? Then I'll arrange for a special shuttle bus. I'm glad you're in such a good mood, Yorandu. Does this mean you plan to spend the night here? Go on. Why not? After everything we've been through, we're basically business partners by now, aren't we? Don't worry, I already asked the front desk to bring in another bed. Damn, that's kidding. Don't waste your breath, Mash. She won't listen to anyone when she makes up her mind. Naknari's always been shameless like that. I know it's going to be crowded in here with all four of us, Kirby, but you'll just have to deal with it. And deal with it I shall, and deal with it proudly I will. We're probably going to stay up late talking about... We're probably going to stay up so late talking that we'll be too sleepy to even manage talking tomorrow. Someone there?
Excuse me. It's me, Chloe. The calamity of editing. I'm so sorry about all the trouble I caused for you. Oh, it's okay, Chloe. Please, come inside. I appreciate that you came to apologize. But what happened wasn't your fault. It really came down to a certain mushroomer's warped ambitions. So please, try not to feel too bad.
You were really cute as a beast, Chloe!
Was I? I don't remember what I did, but if you say so, big sister, I believe you. But never mind me, there's something else I wanted to talk to you about. I was asleep the whole time I was the calamity of editing, right? Well, during that time, I dreamed of something I thought you should know about. You mean the spirit from the Australian legends that Oberon released from that cave? From that cave, don't you? What was the dream about? Well, it's hard to put into words. No, that's not right. It felt like I didn't know how to express it didn't know how to express itself in our words. But it was trying as hard as it could to tell us something. It was crying the whole time too, like it had already given up. I know I have no right to say this after I destroyed the city, but I could tell it wasn't acting from an evil place. It was more like it was just reaching its hands out, maybe searching for something. Like it was looking for something? Ah, true. Spirits are practically forces of nature. So if this one was reaching its hands out, that would definitely result in something like a natural disaster. You know, there's something I was wondering about during the calamity of editing. Oh no, what else did I do? I hope it wasn't too bad.
No, don't worry about it. You can't use fire magecraft, right, Chloe?
No, I can't. Why do you ask?
I just get that feeling, that even without a calamity, there's still ultimately going to be a fire in the city. Oh. Alright, does this mean we've unlocked... There we go. We unlocked the hotel node, which means that's the best one for farming gold currency. Nice. We're so close to the 90+ node to farm for all-around resources, but I think I'll actually stop a little early for tonight, because I should probably get some rest because of the soreness I'm still feeling from the vaccine I had earlier today. It's really getting to me right now. Like, oh my god, like, I just want to like get up and stretch, but that soreness is really preventing me from doing so, so I'd rather just lie down and get some rest at this point. Yeah, I'm getting very close to the finish line. I'm like, next session for sure we'll definitely wrap it all up. Yeah, one more session, we're on the clear, then after that it's just the usual, you know, event shop farming.
Information.
I think, like, man, like part of me still wants to keep with the initial plans for,
Item.
what was it? For bouncing back and forth between Zenless, but I think since we're really right there, I think we'll do FGO for one more day, and then what was it? And then close it out. Then I can just keep farming like all the 90++ nodes like off stream and everything. There's 4 post-story fights too. Oh. Wait, so is it like 4, like, do they have cutscenes, or is it just straight up the boss fights? 3 for NP copies and 1 final one with the bonus prize? Ah. So wait, are there cutscenes with those post-story fights? It's no cutscene? Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not sure how long it'll take to actually close out the event, so we'll probably have time, maybe, to do the post-story fights and then basically just maybe do some cleaning out with the shop here. so those story fights are what takes the 400 food mats? Oh. Okay. Alright. Oh god, I'm too tired to spend my storm pods right now. Like, I got 6 out of 9. Nice. At the moment, but I'll just wait till I cap out on AP tomorrow and then burn it on the... What was it? Burn it on the QP node? Oh, alright. Okay, so that'll be it for tonight. Hope you all enjoyed FGO. We're gonna be back tomorrow to wrap this all up, and then after that, we will do nothing but Zenless and clear out all the event stuff, because I really want to finish out that summer event. Or, well, I say finish out, but I'd say there's still a decent chunk of content to do, but I mean, the more time I stall with Zenless, the more time it gets me to actually build up Miyabi. So I'm actually down for that, because it takes so long. Like, I think I'd say, like, well, actually no, like, it feels like it takes as long trying to build up a Zenless character from essentially scratch as it is trying to, like, level up and skill up a servant in FGO from scratch. Well... Oh, okay, no, I take that back. Maybe not that much, because Zenless is more consistent. FGO does a fuck ton of RNG, and you need, like, dozens upon dozens of, like, certain materials. Never mind then. So I guess, like, FGO still takes a bit longer. It just doesn't take as long now because I've stocked up so much over the years that I don't really feel the pain of the grind anymore, because I've, like, moved on from that phase. Unless we're, like, talking about brand new materials, like, that are, you know, brand spanking new from, like, a new story update. It can take long depending on the mats. Never forget the egg farm. I don't know what I'd rather subject myself to. The bone or dust farming or the egg farming? Or no, not the egg farming. The star farming. Like the one from those, like, Cerberuses in Lost Bolt 5, I think it was. Like, oh my god. The drop rates on that shit was abysmal when trying to, like, eke out every bit of AP to, like, skill up at that point. You have to farm up eggs with Summer BB as your DPS. But anyways, yeah. Gonna go head out here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. So take care. I'm gonna go rest up, and hopefully my soreness post-vaccine shot will go away, because again, like, now I'm just questioning, can I even brush my teeth tonight, because it's just like I'm having so much trouble just trying to raise my arms up at this point. I'll just have to power through it, but oh my god, this is gonna be agonizing. Anyways, good night everyone, bye bye.